How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Matchday Live. Hope you're all good, hope you're all well. Hit the like button first and foremost. The season is coming to an end. To some, it's over. To me, it is over. It feels like it's pre-season at the moment, but it is what it is. Still a couple games to play, and as you can see, the panel has remained the same from the starting 11. Starting to my right, we have Alex in the building. What are you saying, man?
I'm good, bro.
Thank you. And then on the left, we have Laurie. And Shah. Alex, let me start with you. How you feeling about this one? Because I can't lie, I'm struggling to get
up for it. Yeah.
You
Do you know what? I'm one of those people who I'm just thinking ahead to next season now, and I think anything that we do now is just part of a contribution. You know what I mean? Arteta surprised me switching up the lineup, so I'm just interested to see how we play. I think that's what I want to see. How did the players respond after such a disappointing performance last week? How did the fans respond as well? Because the fans, we have to take credit. The fans last week were a bit flat. Obviously hoping, I don't know why, but hoping that Everton were going to do something. And it didn't materialise. You could definitely tell that that was a consensus around the place. So yeah, I guess I'm just more like waiting to see. Intrigued. I think that's the right word.
Laurie, how are you feeling about it?
You know what? I understand your frustrations. I'm actually quite looking forward to this game, man, for a few reasons. Obviously, we spoke about it, the disappointing result last week. So you need a bounce back. So obviously you want to go out of the last two games on a high, starting with today. And secondly, Forest, they need it, man. And so they'll make it a very, how can I put it, high energy game. They will come at us, and we will need to respond. So I think that kind of makes it for me. I'm looking forward to the game.
Everton got a late
I must say,
against Wolves, so that
have they? Oh, okay.
Oh man.
A little bit disappointed that I've not seen the likes of. We spoke about this off camera, Turkish me and you. I keep doing that all the time, man.
Don't worry, Robbie does it too.
Turkish. I don't know. Just default to Curtis. But anyway, yeah. So we spoke about it on the show previously. I was a little bit disappointed not to see the likes of Reece, Eddie, Smith-Rowe start. Tierney, even. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is.
I think you just saw, just before the game, Reece Nelson illness, apparently?
Yeah, it's just come out now, illness, so we don't know what that means, whether it's in quotation marks or whatever is going on, but yeah.
Well, I missed that. What was that?
Illness, Reece Nelson illness.
Oh, yeah,
so
I thought he might
that's what they're coming out and saying.
I mean, there is a lot of bugs going around at the minute, so,
is it?
you know.
Charlie had to jump to the defence real quick. Chelsea.
Shah, firstly, how are you feeling about this game before we get into the lineup and all of that?
Do you know, I'm really excited for today's game. It's always
Are you ever not excited?
Well, I just love seeing the team play, do you know what I mean? So obviously we know we've solidified second place, so there isn't that chase of, oh my God, are we going to win the Premier League? You know, that buzz has been taken out, but it's just exciting to see the boys go out on the pitch and put out a good performance. And I'm expecting the standards to still be high, and I'm sure Arteta is as well. So I just want to see a good performance from the team.
Well, he has gone strong. Like Laurie said, I would have thought we would have saw a bit more of the fringe players, the backup players in this game, but we haven't. Let me get into the lineup. Ramsdale's in goal. And then we've got a back four of, and this is purely an assumption, Ben White right back, Kiwior, Gabriel the centre back pairing, and Xhaka as left back. As James said earlier, it might be Partey in the right back position and Kiwior as left back. I'm going to go with what I've seen before from Mikel, and that's Xhaka in the left back slot, Jorginho, Partey and Odegaard the midfield three, and Jesus up top with Saka on the right and Trossard on the left. What do you think it's going to be, Alex? Xhaka left back or Partey right back?
Yeah, I think so. You know, Arteta's one of them guys who he can be very stubborn, and he knows what he likes and he knows what he trusts as well. He makes that clear through his actions. So I think it's likely it's a Xhaka thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I hear you. We're going to get into the Nottingham Forest lineup as well, but before we do, I want to say thank you to NordVPN for powering this matchday experience. Remember, if you're using public Wi-Fi, then NordVPN is basically essential for making sure you're protected from harmful malware. There's only 2 games left until the end of the season, one coming up now, and the end of this offer. So use the code AFTV at the checkout or click the link below to visit nordvpn.com/AFTV for the special, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.
It's like I've had no freedom to just be myself. I keep getting restricted. It's like someone's watching me at home, on the train, even in the bathroom. It's making me see red! Well, that's because London is red. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, just to be sure, I'm going to prescribe you 2 years of NordVPN. You'll feel a better sense of self when you can explore the internet with freedom. And with next generation encryption on up to 6 devices, those feelings being watched will be gone. Does that mean I can access new content on streaming services I've already subscribed to? Just change your location in the app. And I won't get tagged by any malware? Nord's threat protection will have you covered. And I can save money when travelling and shopping locally instead of internationally. All you've got to do is click the link. Oh wow. Thank you, Doc.
All right, Ty.
No, I'm not right. It's a disgrace.
Charming.
Remember, with the AFTV special, you can get a bonus gift and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.
And we'll back people, the code AFTV, or click the link in the description below. Make sure the special is there as you check out. Big up NordVPN. Laurie.
Yes.
Xhaka left back, Partey right back. How are you seeing it before we get into why Kieran Tierney's not starting this game?
Yeah, we need to get into that. But yeah, the obvious thing would be that Xhaka, let's face it, is a very left-sided player with a big left foot. That kind of makes sense to me. So yeah, I would imagine he'll go with that. Like I said, I said it earlier, Turkish, I'm surprised at Tierney. I mean, what did he do wrong last week? Well, I mean, okay, we lost the game, but he wasn't at fault really, was he?
But some people are trying to say, oh, we don't have any control in the midfield without the inverted fullback, and that seems to be a common excuse or common reason.
Yeah, you know what it is, right? When I hear people say that, there is some truth to that, but I'm also old school insofar as I was brought up like defenders. The clue is in the name. That's your first job. And as far as I'm concerned, Kieran Tierney is the best left back at the club, and that includes Zinchenko. So I'm mystified as to why he's not been given more game time. And I think ultimately he will leave at the end of the season, which for me will be a big shame.
Yeah, it does seem like this was is the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I mean, I've referenced it earlier also. Eddie, I'm a bit disappointed that, listen, I can understand Jesus is the go-to guy, but again, I'm disappointed that Eddie's not had more minutes this season. Likewise with Reece Nelson. Now we know that Reece is ill today, or that's what we've been told, so we have to go with that.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have seen a bit more rotation of the team today. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you mentioned Emil Smith-Rowe as well, which is a good shout. You know, let's ask Shah about the Tierney omission from the starting 11 before we get onto why maybe Emil Smith-Rowe isn't starting the game as well. Tierney, should he have played Shah, or do you understand it?
Well, I thought Tierney was going to be the default left back. You know, with no Zinchenko, I just thought automatically Tierney comes in. I think, you know, he didn't do nothing majorly wrong last week as to why he should have been dropped this week. So that one did actually really throw me off and surprise me. And I think it will be Xhaka that plays in that left-hand side, because he's played there before as well when Tierney was out injured. So I reckon Arteta's just going to default back to that. But yeah, that is just a bit wild, a bit crazy that Tierney isn't starting.
Wasn't it Villarreal that we saw?
Yeah, it was a Europa League game.
And it didn't go well for
great.
us, so.
No, but if you're Tierney, Scottish international, I think he's captained Scotland on a few occasions as well, and you're a senior player.
Yeah, no, he's feeling
much
violent.
respected left back. So he's not been getting game time due to Zinchenko being given this inverted role. Zinchenko's not available, and now you're losing out to Granit Xhaka, a guy who's hardly played in that
Don't
position.
forget earlier this season, Tommy Asu started ahead of him as well in the left position. So
I don't think he'll be there next season, and I could, you know, I think there is some justification if he wants to leave, which for me would be a big shame, because I think he's a really good player.
So do I, but someone who doesn't, Dave Jordan, rest in peace, KT shirt, Harambo era. You won't be missed.
Wowzers.
I'm really surprised
Same.
at that.
Is it just me though?
But
Like,
Dave's been on to Tierney. Dave's been on to
Really
Tierney for.
surprised.
Oh,
is it just me?
Oh, wow.
But Kieran Tierney is the best left back at the club.
He is.
When it comes to
100%.
defending.
And obviously, let's not pretend like the bar's high, but he's done his thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not
exactly.
pretend that the bar for left back at Arsenal is high at the moment, but he's done his thing. He's defended well, which, like you said, Laurie, the clue's in the name. You're meant to defend.
Exactly.
And that's my only thing with Zinchenko. Even when we bought him, I said, can this guy defend though? Like,
He's
I get the nice playing ball in midfield, but that's a midfielder's role. Like when you're getting Megs that Anfield and they're scoring, like that stuff makes me upset. So we do need to sort that one out.
Macram says, poor Tierney, always getting frozen out. Zinchenko out against Liverpool. Tomiyasu comes in Zinchenko unavailable again. Tierney doesn't start. Alex, how much do you think we should get for Tierney this summer if it is Newcastle?
Well, listen, if it's Newcastle, 45 minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. He's an international. We know they really want him. They need him because they've been playing Dan Burn there to cover.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need to get as much as we can out of that deal to fund what we want to actually see as fans as well.
And let's not forget as well, a couple of weeks ago when we had that excellent win against Newcastle, who was up there with amongst the best players on the pitch for us on that day, Kieran Tierney.
Yeah, he came on and he done a good job, that's for sure. Played his part in the second goal as well.
He did.
How much do you think we should get for him? Alex is saying 45.
Yeah, it's got to be big money, man. You can't give a player like that away, especially to a team like Newcastle, who are going to be one of our rivals next season, and a team that are awash with money. So, yeah man.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not going to play him, at least get the bag.
Happy with that, Shah? 45?
Yeah, I'll say around that. Nothing less than 40 mil for him. He's a great player.
Less, man.
I rate Tierney a lot, but I'd be surprised if we managed to get that much out of him. Maybe our transfer dealings in terms of outgoings has played a part in me believing that, but I'm probably thinking 35 mil rising to 45, 50 if he plays a certain amount of games. And
yeah, you know how they structure these deals
Yeah,
these days.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you think, like me, that there's an element of Xhaka's leaving, so the manager wants to accommodate him as much as possible in that decision to play him at left back, if indeed if that is where he's playing today? It just smacks to me like he's thinking, yeah, well, I'm not going to leave Xhaka out, man. So, I don't know.
That's the thinking behind it. I think he's just playing.
Maybe
he prefers to play the game.
I think that could be a part. I think you're right. You can
I'm
clearly
kind of
see.
leaning towards that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
they have a
he's,
good
you know,
relationship. You know what I mean?
We know that Xhaka and the manager are close.
Yeah.
He's waxed lyrically about Xhaka all season. Maybe he's thinking, no, he's only got a couple more games left for the team. I'm going to keep him in the team at all costs.
And let's move on to Xhaka then. Xhaka pretty much hasn't been announced he's leaving, but some journalists out there that got a high reputation, Twitter people call them tier 1. They've said that it's more or less done. He's told the club, he's told Mikel. How do you feel about Xhaka departing this summer?
Can we ask you first? Turkish?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. What you want to say?
Mine's short, but
do we
brief.
leave
Mine's
the
short
best
but
till
brief. I don't really care. I'll be honest. Like, if you give me the option, I would have said keep him as the backup option next season.
Yeah.
That was my my opinion of it, even midway through this season. Don't get me wrong, he's done a great job this season in that position. Even when you compare his numbers to other 8s in the league, he is up there, goals and assists. So he's done a good job. It's his best season. It's probably the only season I give him credit for in his 7 years. I'm not even ripping him here. I'm just saying what it is.
Making sense.
But if he doesn't want to have limited minutes, which in my opinion seems to be the case, it must be that he knows Rice comes in, potentially Caicedo, potentially his minutes diminish next season. He wants to play week in, week out. Apparently his wife wants to move back to Germany.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't really care. Like, it is what it is. As long as the club do what they need to do.
Are you one of those you'll drop him to the airport or you're not that far?
Nah, man, you can get an Uber. You can get an Uber. I don't know, man. You can get an Uber. Or a boat, one of them.
You know what? Fair play to you, man. You speaking how you feel, and you've been consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you, like, you know the history. Me and you've gone back and forth. I've been an actual advocate for Granit Xhaka. But you know what, Turkish? You do make a good point. He's probably looking at it like, listen, Granit Xhaka's no fool. He's been in the game a long time. He knows that Arsenal are looking to strengthen in that position next season.
Yeah.
The chances are we're going to get Rice or Caicedo, possibly even both, if you believe what some people have been saying.
Should be both.
So if you're Granit Xhaka, you're in the twilight years of your career at the top. Leverkusen are coming for you, one or two other clubs. You're international for Switzerland, captain of the country. You're not going to want to be second fiddle at Arsenal. You know what I mean? He says he loves the club. You don't love it more than you love your own career.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it makes sense for both parties.
And it probably doesn't get any better for him.
No,
Yeah.
it definitely doesn't.
He'll leave on a high.
Yeah.
The club will replace him. And like I said, what we've seen today from the manager, there seems to be a certain amount of sentiment in there that he's going to let Xhaka play out his final 2 games and leave the club on a high, hopefully.
Well,
At the expense of Tierney getting left-back starting position.
As long as the club act accordingly off the back of his exit, that's all I care about. Yeah, I wanted Caicedo and Rice whilst thinking Xhaka will still be part of the midfield. So now I'd want Caicedo, Rice, and another number 8. That's how I see it.
What about FV though? Vieira, you don't see him as someone that can deputise there?
Nah.
Not really.
Nah, maybe when if we become the complete package, we can go with two 8s or 2 10s, let's say, like Man City tend to do with Silva and De Bruyne sometimes. Right now, was it twice we've played Vieira and Odegaard together? Bournemouth go 2-0 down. Southampton, we drew it 3-3. So for me, we're still not at the adequate level to be playing two lightweight
players in
I
there.
mean, you mentioned Vieira. He's fast becoming the forgotten man.
Really,
We've hardly
really.
spoken about it today. That tells you everything, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really impressed.
No, he's not. He's had a few chances. He's flattered to deceive. He's looked good sporadically. Is that enough? Especially when you consider next season, we're hoping to be challenging on 2 fronts, certainly for the league and the Champions League. When he's come in, I've got to say, he's not really impressed.
I agree. He's been given chances. And then listen, it's his first year.
Yeah.
And even when we signed him, he was only 6 months into his professional football career in the sense where it's at first team.
But he did cost a lot of money. Was it
35 million.
35
That's
Weren't
not
cheap.
joke money.
Yeah, I know,
cheap,
I know.
And what's his sell-on value, really?
Well, right now it's not more than
Zero.
that.
Not more than that. It's probably half that, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, obviously I wouldn't entertain selling him right now because you don't make that investment without giving a player a good chance, a good period of bedding in / first team opportunities. With Sambi, I gave it a year and a half. With Nicolas Pepe, I gave it a year and a half. I think a year and a half, 18 months is fair to assess whether this player is going to give you something or whether this player, unfortunately, it's a dud, because at 35 million, you're right, that's a big chunk of money that we spent.
And he's by no means the only one. There's a lot of players, man. You mentioned Sambi Lokonga, Pepe,
Still to come back
Eddie.
from loan.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Smith Rowe. Well, we don't know about Reece. There's speculation that he might stay. But there's quite a few players. Rob Holding even. You could be looking at the exit door, man. I mean,
Should
we're
be
going
looking at the
to
exit door.
we're talking about bringing in the likes of Rice and Caicedo.
Do you think we'll get Rice? You know, when we get linked to like big players
Listen,
like that.
at first I was one of those people where I'm like, we never get our main target,
yeah.
so I'm not
Yeah.
even getting my hopes up. But having spoken to a few West Ham, seen a few tier 1s, as Turkish was saying, I do think it could be something that's going to get wrapped up. Just because for him as well, he looks like he would fit perfectly with all the metrics that Arteta uses. You know what he says about his non-negotiables and the leadership stuff. I just see it being something that Arteta's gone to the
he
board and
seems to
said,
be,
this has to be
Good
it.
fit, yeah.
Yeah, do you get it? So
I think
That's
the
the only
only
thing.
sticking point is going to be whether Arsenal are prepared to
to fork out the piece.
spend the money. Because
Yeah.
you know that West Ham are not
As
going to give them
always.
away for free.
Nah.
David Moyes has said as much. You're looking at
He said
100
92.
mil. He said 100 the other
Did
day.
he say 100?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it?
Nah. he's
Surprisingly, not after Declan Rice had scored that worldie in one of the European games.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He
that
ran
one.
through everyone. Yeah,
It'd
yeah.
gone
yeah.
up an extra 10 mil.
Nah, that's mad.
What about you,
Okay.
Shah? Xhaka, exit, upset?
Do you know, I actually am upset about that.
Surprise.
Do I get too attached to the players? No, but do you know, he's been absolutely fundamental this season. You know, he's
Are
a
you
player.
upset though? I mean,
But-
is that a bit strong? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe disappointed, but upset. I mean, when you think of what could be coming in.
Yeah, obviously, I would much prefer to get someone like Declan Rice, no doubt about that. But, you know, to have Xhaka there as another option, don't forget we're going to be playing Champions League next season as well. So even if he isn't a starter, but to have him as an option who's got experience and everything, you know, I want us to have squad depth as well. So I would hold on to Xhaka.
I don't think a guy of Xhaka's ego. I mean, I think we all can see it.
I know.
He's
Sitting
not
on the
going to want
bench.
to. I mean, you saw him the other day. Was it the Brighton game? He got took off.
subbed,
He was
yeah.
throwing his toys out the pram then.
is it? I didn't
You've
see
seen him in the
literally.
past.
I guess when you sort of look at, you know, that side of it, I guess we would sort of prefer to have someone like Declan Rice starting, and he ain't going to be happy sitting on the bench, so I guess.
And maybe that's where Kieran Tierney went wrong, because he seems to accept
Yeah.
not starting, and he's quite professional about it. Sometimes
Sometimes you
what's
gotta
that?
be there.
What's that old saying about people making noise or empty mouth not getting fed,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the ones that make up the noise that get what they want ultimately. So.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
We'll see what happens in that situation, people. But as always, Info Station is here, and James and Lucy are in the building, so let's head over there.
Yeah, we'll be here for the rest of the game and what we've got on our screens. Looks like Man United have confirmed Champions League football, all but it would require a massive turnaround, or I think 2 defeats at home for them to not get Champions League football now after Liverpool's draw at home to Villa. And we saw Firmino as well saying his goodbyes to Anfield. So yeah, we really are coming to that end of the season stage. Arsenal have second place secured and basically first place looking very unlikely. But welcome, Lucy. You excited for the game?
Yeah, it's good to be back here. I feel like this game is not too important for us, but for me personally, and I know that obviously Arteta's mentioned in his pre-match talk about we need to win this. I feel as though everyone's comparing us to Man City, saying about how obviously we're not going to be able to beat them, but I found a stat out earlier that when they won 2 seasons ago, they were on 86 points, I'm pretty sure. So if we win, if we come second, we will still be on more points than them, which just shows how much they've progressed, which hopefully we will do as well. So it's looking forward to
I think
next
that's a good
season.
point. I think Arteta will hone in on those things. That's why I wanted to get to 90 points. I wanted to be a 90-point team. We've not got there. That's why I was so annoyed by the Brighton result, even though Man City did beat Everton. But I think it is about getting the points on the board and just saying, look, we got the maximum we could out of this season. If it's not enough, it's not enough. But you touched on what Arteta was saying in the pre-match about the 11, because a lot of people have been talking about this and they were debating it there on the sofas as well about who's playing right back, who's playing left back, all this. Is it going to be Xhaka, is it going to be Partey dropping into the defence? Some people are saying it could even be Partey centre back, which is something I've called for in the past, but obviously we haven't seen that. It's interesting that Arteta said circumstances have led to this 11, not that, it's nothing to do with planning ahead for next season or trying something different. He said no, our preparation this week and the players we've got available and how things have been means that this is the 11 we've had to go with, and he's not thinking about next year, it's about winning now.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's a living in the present moment. But it's interesting to think that if the circumstances that he's talking about this week hadn't happened, if we'd see the same starting 11 again. And that is something that I know you guys mentioned on the starting 11 talk. It's something that we've seen a lot. Like, if you think about this season, we're right at the bottom with only, I think it's 33, I could be wrong, but I think it's roughly 33 changes to our starting 11 this season, which is basically nothing. Like, even last season when we were the third fewest, that was 60. And it's just, I feel like everyone's been saying when you see Kivior coming for Holding, all these players coming in, it's potentially too late. So maybe that is something just going into next season thinking about. But I do feel like Arteta's been forced into that decision today. It's not willing.
And I wonder when he says things like that, our mind goes straight to injuries or illness. We know Reece Nelson's not in the squad because he's unwell and all that. But I also wonder whether transfers are playing a part. Things are moving very quickly at Arsenal. We know that they're really trying to get the ball rolling on this Declan Rice deal. We know that Xhaka is on the brink of confirming his move away to Bayer Leverkusen. Tierney as well has been linked very heavily with Newcastle. That continues to be a running theme. So then you wonder whether maybe the 11 is somewhat impacted by off-field situations like that. But anyway, me and Lucy will be here to just drop in with any information, any stats throughout the game, anything we find out. We'll be listening to the commentary as well, so we will keep you up to date. Now back to Turkish and everyone. Kickoff very soon.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Lucy. Kickoff is very soon. We're under 3 minutes away. All the players are out. Before we get into kickoff and get into predictions, another thank you to NordVPN for powering the ultimate Arsenal fan match experience right here on AFTV. Use the code AFTV at the checkout or click the link below, nordvpn.com/AFTV for the special. We've all been there. You're sitting down watching some content, but you can't find anything new. With Nord, you can just change your location and explore new options on the streaming services that you pay for.
NordVPN is the ultimate tool for exploring the internet. It's like having a Swiss Army knife that protects you from online threats, helps you to access fresh content and gives you anonymity, and so much more. So make sure that you've got NordVPN in your arsenal. Get it? In your arsenal? Click the link. And with the AFTV special, you can save even more. Click the link to be invincible.
And we're back. people. Like I said, AFTV is the code. Link in the description. Do what you need to do. Get the special couple games left of the season. Big up NordVP and Alex.
Yeah.
What are you saying for prediction? Nottingham Forest last home game of the season.
Man.
They need the points. You know, we've essentially got nothing to play for. Second is in the bag.
I'm going to hopefully go 2-1 Arsenal. I think they'll score first. You know, that home feel, fans up for it, buzzing. But I'm hoping Arsenal, with the resilience we've shown throughout most of the season, can say, right, let's go out on our swords with a bit of pride. So, yeah, 2-1 win, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 2-1. I think it'll be a tough game. I like Laurie just said off air, I mean, I can see a draw. Nottingham Forest have all to play for.
My heart says Arsenal to win, obviously, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that because Forest want it so bad and they've been pretty good at home this season, if we see a draw, I'm not going to be surprised. Put it that way. So if you're pushing me, I'll probably go for a draw. A Desmond, 2-2.
2-2. Let me get back to the super chats. We are less than a minute away from kickoff. Peter earlier said, I want Ollie Watkins or Alexander Mitrovic this summer. Why not? To be honest, I want better than them.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I wouldn't mind them as options. But yeah.
The question is, are they going to be option prices though?
That is a big question.
Do you know what I mean?
Which I doubt.
Obviously on that, Ivan Toney won't be playing football now until
January.
At least February.
Yeah, was it Feb? Yeah, it's mad.
But if there's a way we can get a deal done, man, I'd like to see Toney at the club.
Yeah. I need someone that's going to be able to play from August.
And
I like
in an
Tony.
ideal world. I like Toney as well. Yeah.
But with respect to the other two guys you read out there, I think Tony's better than both of those guys.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah. I'd pick Toney out of the three. But I don't think there's a lot between them. I don't think there's a lot between them at all, if I'm honest.
I don't know. I think I'd have him comfortably ahead of those two.
I'd say ahead. I think Mitrovic poses different threats, and Ollie Watkins has probably had one of his best seasons that I've seen him. But like I said, if you asked me, I'd definitely take Toney of the three. Ash says KT's redundant in a possession side. It's simple. And we are about to kick off. Shah, what's your prediction?
My prediction for today is 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal?
Yeah, what are you guys saying?
Me and Alex said 2-1.
Okay.
Laurie said 2-2.
What about scorers?
Scorers.
Jesus needs to get one.
He needs to get one, and it's about time.
Now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something wild. Kivior. Let's see if
Kivior corner thing.
ends.
We have
redemption.
So there
Let's
we
go,
are.
boys.
Ash thinks there's going to be double-figure departures this summer.
Yeah.
A lot.
Straight away.
Oh, wow.
The first
what's going on?
setup looks like Partey is actually right back.
Yeah, okay.
Jorginho's down. So James was right. James stuck to his guns as well.
He did.
Jorginho down straight away.
We don't want
that. What, you can't hack their physicality? Oh no, he stepped on his
Expect to see a lot of that today.
Yeah. Away from home, slowing it down.
Relegation battles.
Yeah.
Literally.
Take the sting out of it.
Nicholas says, if Xhaka leaves without present, will he go full tie? Quote, where's the card? Without present?
What does that mean?
Without a present?
Oh, without a present.
Like he wants a gift before he goes.
He's really at, wow.
Yeah,
wow, Thomas Partey at right back, you know. This is interesting.
Hey.
Odegaard.
I think Odegaard scores today. I hope he does. That midfield tally, I need that to still go up.
Odegaard, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he
15 goals
does.
is a madness.
Yeah. I know, he's actually
15
amazing.
goals is a madness.
I'm vexed Martinelli's injured because of the same thing. I wanted Martinelli to get one or two more and get that Brazilian record as well. Throw into Forest, straight down the line. Back out for an Arsenal throw.
Look at Forest as well. They're a big, strong physical side.
Yeah.
All of their guys look strong.
Built.
Yeah, no.
Awoniyi as well up top.
Yeah.
He's
a handful.
100%.
Literally, great minds think alike. But you know who I like though? The Morgan Griffiths. They're number 10.
Morgan
Gibbs,
his name?
Right? Morgan Gibbs,
Morgan Gibbs, right.
He's a player.
They spent a bit. They spent big
money
on him. Yeah, wasn't it 40 mil or
something like that? Yeah.
Throw,
no.
From a standing position as well.
Literally.
There was no run up.
Wolfie, the Forest fan I was talking to on Box to Box, he mentioned that
that's one of
whoever that was
The Kanaya Carty.
has got a Delap about him. You know, when Delap used to throw in the
Stoke City
Yeah, there was
days.
no run-up. Did you notice that? He just
No,
literally
he
stood there and
just
just launched it.
free kick. Arsenal, super chat from Timothy. That Liverpool and Villa game was so frustrating to watch. Mark my words, Villa are going to be the new Southampton Burnley next season.
Fair enough.
Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know where he's got that
don't
from.
know.
Who knows there?
I don't quite get that connection.
Not at all.
Maybe he's a Liverpool fan that's frustrated because that means Liverpool's top 4 chances
done.
are done now
Yeah.
with Man United winning.
Okay, so Partey's stepping in here as the inverted one.
Yeah. Forest on the ball in the Arsenal half, coming down our right-hand side, but a good tackle from
I mean,
Partey.
we can't hear it, but I'm looking at the crowd. They look very
Looking
energized.
active,
man.
yeah, it's looking active.
All the way to the
That
end.
is going to be a. Here comes Nia Karte again. So that's obviously a tactic of theirs with the throw-ins.
Yeah.
And they're setting up like a set piece.
Yeah.
So,
And his hands in a bandage.
Flooding the box.
They've got 3 goals from throw-ins this season. The
Is
rest
it?
of the
Have
Premier
they?
League combined have got 5.
Mad.
Look at
I
them.
can
Boy,
see
that's a
why.
that's a madness.
Straight
What?
into the box, mate.
Cleared.
I don't think we've
That's
passed the halfway
uncommon.
line like that, you know, in
No,
these opening minutes.
It was just that one pass,
Yeah.
but Jesus couldn't get it under control.
I remember years ago, right, we're going to a game, it's myself and Robbie,
Oh, Jesus.
and Arsenal were playing Stoke. Stoke away. And
Good old Stoke away.
Britannia
Rory
Stadium.
Dillap was in the team.
Yeah.
And literally the first throw-in they got, up steps Rory Dillap, throws the ball in the mixer. What do you think happens?
They
They
scored.
score.
1-0.
With the very first, even though probably Arsenal have been working on that all week in training. Look, the guy, he's
he's there
got on
every
the other
side,
side to
they don't
take
even
it.
They're just rinsing this
Set
throw,
piece
boy.
specialist,
This is
mate.
giving non-league.
Well, look at that.
No, these
Oh
throws
my
are
God.
mad.
And they're causing problems. Look.
Oh
I
my
get
God.
that out.
I'm just glad Ramsdale ain't running out trying to touch it
Yeah.
because you know he loves doing that one.
Yeah, go on, Parks.
Oh, ref, what's going on? Oh, it's our own player, Jesus Dan.
What is it about throw-ins, do you think, that give defenders more problems than, say, deliveries with the foot? Because I've noticed that, you know. Is it the trajectory or...
I was going to say, I think it's the way that it
Yeah, the
lands
way-
different. Yeah.
Because
Because you can spin it, like it's just weird.
I think with a throw, it's probably more about the second ball than it is about.
That's true
Whereas
as
a
well.
corner, you're looking to get
Yeah.
it straight on target. The flight is definitely part of that as well.
Because whereas Rory Dillap used to have a little bit of a run-up, this guy literally just stands
Standing.
there,
So
innit?
you makes you think,
Yeah.
what if he ran? What would happen?
I'd
Is he
get
throwing
top
it in the
bins.
net? Yeah.
Well, we have got the ball. We are in our own half at the moment. Out wide to Ben White. See, but here, right now, when you look at it, Ben White's right back. So
Yeah.
To be fair, they have pressed us, though.
well,
They
we're
pressed us
on the
quite
ball,
hard.
innit?
Yeah, so
Partey's-
in
So
transition.
Partey's dropped
Yeah.
into
Yeah, he's doing the
midfield,
flat three.
and
Yeah.
then Ben White's right.
You notice the way they're pressing us, man. They're pressing us quite high.
Look
up
how
the
high
pitch.
Xhaka is as
Yeah.
well. He's literally on the left wing.
Who's that on the ball now? Kivio.
Yeah,
Okay.
just give you.
Can they keep this energy up, though? That's the thing.
Ball
Ref.
over. Ref telling Jesus to get up.
You know what I was going to say with Jesus, he's been doing a lot of that recently, dropping on the floor, looking for fouls, and he's not been getting them. So, come on, bro.
But he's
you
known
need
for
to-
staying up, so he can't switch it up now.
Yeah.
He's known for, that Brazilian flair, getting through challenges.
Yeah. Super chat from Shrest. Unrealistic but not impossible. I wish Arsenal bid for Modric or Kroos. 2-year deal. The learning ESR, Odegaard, Vieira, Rice get is priceless. And we're in the
I don't think
Champions League as
Arteta
well.
would ever go for someone
Nah.
like that. Yeah, they don't have the legs at this stage of their career. Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
He's got past
Burned
him.
him. Who's that?
He got past
Oh,
Xhaka
that
like
could
he
be a
weren't
handball
there.
as well.
Did you see that?
Yeah, no, that was pace.
Gibbs
Serious.
White just burnt up my boy Xhaka.
I don't know if VAR are going to be checking that, but it looked like it could have hit a hand on the cross. Hands were down though.
No, it was Kivio.
Oh, no.
He
That
And
hit
Kivio's
the
meant to be fast as well. Yeah, no, you're right. It was his chest. Yeah, it looked like a hand from that other angle.
Was it Givio or Xhaka?
It was
Yeah,
Kivio.
Kivio.
Okay.
They were
He-
saying,
he's
they were
supposed
saying
to
how
be quick.
fast he is. Yeah. So they're saying about
Right,
it.
all of these guys look so hench.
Yeah, it's different.
They're
I
a
don't
big
believe
side.
it. You know, this is why I don't like Twitter. You
There's
know,
a
bare
whole
people
thing,
just come
yeah,
out with
with
nonsense
bare
on that
stats.
app, and I'm just like,
It's
ah.
just like
You know when Bellerin was meant to be
the fastest at the club,
and then you
yeah.
see him on the pitch and you're like, I don't give a fuck what he does in training.
Your little 60 feet. Ooh, he slipped
that's
there.
poor,
the
that.
corner. They're
If
throwing-
you're,
they're
if you're
better than
Stevie
their corners.
Cooper, the manager of Forest, you got to be tearing your hair out. What hair he's got left? When you get a corner against Arsenal, you know, I would imagine they would have worked on set pieces all week. And then this man tries a little, I don't know if that was a short corner or whether he just
think he
completely
He just
fluffed
slipped.
it.
Yeah, he just fluffed
Yeah, I
it.
think he fluffed it.
They're throwing.
Because that's going to be an area where they think they can exploit in it, set pieces.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's poor from them.
Even though.
But I must say though, Turkish, 8 minutes gone and Forest have made a better start. There's no doubt. about
100%.
it.
Yeah, you can see it.
100%.
But they're fighting for their life, really.
Referee talking to Odegaard about Jorginho, or I don't know what he's talking to him about, to be honest.
They need to have come to this ground today expecting it's going to be physical, it's going to be horrible. You know what I mean? These guys need the points. They're going to be on it.
They're up
So-
for it.
Yeah.
They're going to have to have the same mentality. When they went Newcastle, it was the same type of thing and they coped with that well. It's the same kind of mentality needed today.
First real chance to get into the final third,
say,
but
yeah.
Forest have cut it out again.
So, good covering.
Is
Good
that
covering
Saka?
from Saka.
Because our passes have been quite safe. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? When, that was the first attempt to break a line that I've seen and it didn't come off. So yeah, they're definitely.
Arsenal back in possession. Coming up to 9 minutes, super chat from Pierce. Last game, all fans that left before the final whistle are a disgrace. This is the best season in such a long time. Remember what our goal was.
Yep.
I must say, right, I commented at the time last week when I saw that. That surprised me, you know, I've got to
Yeah.
say.
That did surprise me as well.
Because it wasn't just a few people, man. That was en
It
masse.
was a lot.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
And, you know, I'm sure some people would say they're justified because the performance was so poor, but it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, I mean, you're there to support the team.
Yeah.
So that doesn't just mean when the team's winning. You've got to support the team, you know, in the down moments
Yeah,
when we're
facts.
losing.
Well,
as
just speaking of myself, I mean, I'm a season ticket holder for many years. I've been to hundreds of games, home and away, and I can say quite categorically, I have never, ever left a game before the final whistle.
Yeah, likewise. I'm staying right
Win,
to the
lose
end.
or
Right
draw.
to the end.
The
I've-
stewards
I've
come telling
left
me
games.
it's time to go.
I've left games early.
Which ones in particular?
I can't remember because you remember that spell maybe like towards the end of Wenger's reign.
Oh, right.
Bro, I was
You're just done.
I was traveling miles and just watching my team get packed in.
Just
I was fed up.
too much.
But I wouldn't have walked that last Sunday. I mean, I think what we've seen this season from the club, don't get me wrong, it was very disappointing and I was vexed with the performance and the result against Brighton. But I think the numbers that walked out, I wouldn't call them a disgrace. Everyone's entitled to do as they wish, and I'm very frustrated and vexed with how the season's panned out at the end as well. But I wouldn't have walked that in that game.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Arsenal on the ball in the final third, but a lot of Forest players are back.
Right.
Saka, Odegaard.
Just to win something.
Oh,
nice.
great.
Nice.
Oh.
Love that.
God, it's just
Saka
Into the
in
box. Come on. Oh, my gosh.
That was a great bit of skill
Yeah,
by
brilliant.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
That's what
as
he's got.
always.
But it's a confidence on his play now as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Oh, God,
That working something.
Nice.
Go on, bang it!
Trossard. Oh, he's got shoot. Jesus.
Come on.
Oh, Trossard.
Don't you think
Almost
Trossard should
old
have shot
Arsenal.
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is he
Yeah,
passing
he
it?
should've.
He's literally in the 6-yard box. Intricate play from Arsenal there. That's what they're.
Was that because it was on his left foot?
It was off as well.
Yeah, he's off the hand.
Trossard
He should have shot
tried,
there.
Yeah, but he's both-footed though, allegedly.
Yeah, he is.
He scored. Well, he scored
Yeah, he
equal
scored.
goals with both feet. So
a lot with his left foot.
yeah, expect.
Just talking of that leaving earlier, I remember there was a game I went to years ago now. It was in the Champions League. So you know how long ago that was. We played Man United and I think we were 3-0 down at half time, something like that. And some people were leaving, right? And then what happened, as they were walking out, there was a fan that was obviously staying, was having a pop. And I saw about 2 or 3 fights break out, man.
One day.
When people were leaving and so forth. So.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I'm with you too. It's up to the individual, innit? And let's face it, some people travel from far. They're probably thinking, you know what, I might as well just get out early, beat the rush, get my train. But it was still a little disappointing for me to see that. I'm not going to lie.
I agree with that.
Go on, Saka.
Send it in, Saka. You got Partey there?
Yeah.
Cleared by Forest, throwing Arsenal.
definitely come into the game a bit more in the last couple of minutes.
Yep, definitely.
Picked up energy.
That man Saka, Mr. Undroppable.
Yeah.
My God. This guy could score an own goal. I think he'll still start next game. So
Do you
much
think,
Arteta likes him.
Do you think it's Saka that kind of sets the tone for the game? Like if he's playing well, we perform better, and if he perhaps ain't, you know, at his best, you know, it kind of impacts the team.
You know what it is?
Not to put pressure on him, but
you know what it is? Well, it could be. Oh, look at this.
Oh, good.
It could be a
Good
training
start.
thing as well. Maybe he's one of those guys that he trains so well
All the time.
that the manager thinks he doesn't really look that tired.
Yeah, that's true.
So that might influence the manager's
We're in the
decision.
box here with
Again.
Jesus. Corner ball.
Come on, man. Stay on your feet, Jesus. What the? Corner to Arsenal. Rab with the super chat says, Laurie making a ball joke. Quite bold.
What's that, sorry?
Laurie making a ball joke. Quite bold.
What you said about Steve Cooper.
Right.
I like that.
Well, so that's why I could make it then. So you can't
Speaking from experience, eh?
you can't accuse me of being baldest because, you know.
Did you choose to go bald?
No, if I had my way, I would have had a full head of hair. But because you see what it is, it's receding. So I just thought,
How far back did it recede?
come on, Charlie, you can't ask me that.
Oh, sorry.
She's doing a full diagnosis. Like.
I'll ask your camera.
We have another super chat from Joel. Shout out to my guy Alex. Question for the panel: what's the most painful Arsenal match you remember watching?
Oh God.
Well, if I'm talking in person, probably Munich 5-1. But there's a lot of competition for that. I can't even lie. But Munich 5-1.
There's been a few, man. The 8-2 United
8-2
springs.
United. Even 6-1 United. Because that was during the good times.
Any loss to Tottenham has got to be up there because I truly can't stand Tottenham.
Exactly.
So, big up to Brentford, by the way.
What was the end result in that?
3-1.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And Tony weren't playing today, was he?
No, he's
Nope.
not.
Mbumu or however you say it. Scored
Oh,
two goals.
I like him.
He's a bad boy. You know.
I can't
goals
pronounce
and
his
assists.
name. I'm not even going to attempt.
Because
but
Brentford are one of those teams, I'm not going to lie, that I kind of like the way they play.
Yeah.
I like the manager, I like
They
their
should be
philosophy, the fact that they're a small club.
Yeah.
They play the game in the right way. And when they go up against a team like Tottenham and they're 1-0 down, and I must admit, when I was watching the game, Tottenham were in the ascendancy in the first half. So for them to come back in the second and rout Tottenham like that and make this season even more miserable,
Just
to me, that's great.
I agree.
And they're on a good run of form, Brentford, as well.
Short corner didn't go as planned, but we're back in possession. Just inside the Forest half. What's your worst game?
This always sticks with me. The 2006 final, man. I remember being at
Oh,
school.
bro.
How can we forget? Do you know what I mean, bro?
That was, fuck all the rest.
That's the most
the Champions
painful.
League, man.
Champions
It was so
League,
painful.
bro.
I've erased it. I'm trying
Bro, you
to
tried
erase
to
it.
get
You
it
just
out.
brought it back.
Sorry, bro.
Nah.
But
that
no,
one was,
ITV, I remember it clearly. Stayed up. My dad let me stay up to watch it. I'm downstairs. Sol Campbell scores, and then we know the rest in it. So.
But you know what it is with that game? I was actually at that game with Robbie. So we went to France and we had a really good time. And I know this kind of sounds weird, although we lost the game and it was disappointing, I did feel somewhat a sense of pride in the team because they did try their best that day. We had a couple of decisions go against us with a disallowed goal and stuff like that. And we did put up a good fight against, let's be honest, a very good Barca team.
Top team.
So you are right. I did feel gutted, but then afterwards I felt a sense of pride in the team that they got that far, did so well, and just got beat by a better team ultimately. Sometimes you got to hold your hands up and
But you know what?
look at the
we should have
stick
bagged. We should have bagged the second. Henry,
man.
one-on-one.
It's too much pain, and that would have saved me years of banter at primary school, secondary school, uni, everything, even till now. So
I lie. Yesterday, this morning,
later
no
Champions League.
he's a big man.
Crazy.
Ansu says, just spotted Ty. I did see Ty as well on the screen.
Hey,
front row.
Oh, I didn't.
As always. Probably calling Nottingham Forest cheats.
Yeah, without a doubt. Corner from
Come on,
Saka.
then, win it.
Oh!
Backstick. Oh, just over. Who was that at the back?
Who headed that?
Oh, Jesus. He's on a bit of a moany thing today, though. He needs to focus on
Should he have done better than that?
Nah, I think it's a tough one.
Let me see.
Kind of at the top of his head, if I saw
Looked like a free header to
Very
me.
good ball in.
You see it on the other angle, yeah.
It wasn't a free header, no.
Nah.
Because the guy was in front of him.
I think he's
he
tried
had
to go for goal when really he
loop
should be heading it back across.
it. Yeah, he had to loop.
Arteta thinks he should have done better. But, it was a chance, but not a clear-cut chance.
No. All right, Forest goal kick. 17 minutes played. Let's head over to info station and get James and Lucy's thoughts.
So it is Partey at right back coming inside. Arsenal sort of sticking to their principles, just doing it in a very different way as Forest go long here and White deals with it quite well. After a difficult first 5 minutes where they put it on us, Arsenal have settled in possession. Do you think the balance is working? You know, he's mixed it up, Arteta, even though it is kind of the same shape in attack. Do you think we're looking okay in possession? We've had some nice moments.
I was going to say, it looks really calm at the back as well. And like with Forest's like free at the front, they're not really pressing too much. So,
No,
I mean, the first 10 minutes, like what Laurie was saying and people on the watch along, it was mostly them. But since Odegaard did that nice little skill on the top right, I feel like we like gained control. It was calm. It's quite nice to watch as well. And like so many corners have happened. Like we could see another one. It's going down that wing. But I think as well with the corners, one thing I've noticed is it's better when it's aerial. Like when Saka's whipping it in, like Jesus, we saw he literally could have just got that, like it was just over. Whereas when it's going across the floor, it's not really. So I think just those little details.
They tried that low one, didn't they? They didn't
yeah,
really
and
pull
obviously
off.
they made a mistake, which felt bad for. But like just those little details. But I feel like overall, for the first like nearly 20 minutes, it's not too bad, but we need to get a goal sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we're not creating too much. They've just been moments where Odegaard and Trossard have showed some lovely feet. Saka's combined well as well. Our best football's definitely coming down the right, but that makes sense because you've got Partey there, you've got Odegaard and Saka on the left. Trossard, Kivior don't quite understand each other so well. Forest coming through. It's a 3-on-2, and Forest have scored. Wow.
Bro, I told you about that.
Who gave the ball away in midfield?
I didn't even see.
Who was it? Was it
Odegaard?
O'Neill or Gibbs White who got the goal?
Flipping, I said they would score first as well.
I said to Man
moment
United.
there. We'll go back to Turkish
I knew it'd
for
be
their
him as
reaction.
well. I knew it'd be
he's
him.
been playing well
I
recently.
knew it'd be him. As soon as that ball went into Gibbs White, though, you've got to go across.
I feel like Gabriel should have.
Yeah, he should have dealt with that. I thought he made it.
No, but I think the problem was giving the ball away in midfield like that, man.
Goodness me, 19 minutes
If
in.
they didn't know they
1-0
were in the
down.
game, they do now.
Oh, guys, please don't kill me today, man. Just finish the season well. Come on.
No, but seriously, I'm not shocked at this.
Our knee
I'm
has
not
put
shocked
Forest
at them
up
taking the
1-0. Odegaard giving
gave
it
the ball
away.
away?
Was it Odegaard?
Let me see.
Yeah, it was Odegaard.
That's awful.
That's poor, man.
Terrible.
Look, Gabriel,
Gabriel, that's on your
your.
side as well. Nah, man, he should get there.
He even got
He
there
knows
and
that,
kicked it
yeah.
off our knee's foot. That's how it's gone in.
Nah, that's bad.
You need to
Look
be
at that,
taking
look-
him out as well. Like,
Look
you
how
got the
quick they
ball.
were on the break.
Yeah.
Too
Oh,
soft,
that's
Gabriel,
annoying, man.
Too soft. And
Is there
Odegaard,
communication
I mean,
as well? Do you think there's a
There was no
communication thing
communication
with Ramsdale? Because they've both come.
Exactly.
Look,
To be
so
fair
he's
to him,
got
though,
there.
he did
He
make
did get
the
there.
tackle.
He did,
It's
but then it's
just
that
unlucky.
but you have to do it with
You have
force.
to mean it. Yeah.
You get it? You're winning that ball. Take him out as well with it.
Yeah, but then he gives away a penalty.
No,
It
because he
doesn't,
got to the
it's a
ball
clean,
first. Yeah, it's true.
Ball first.
That's so annoying, man.
Slightly unfortunate, though, because
Yeah,
he did actually
Odegaard
make the
did that
tackle.
again's City as well.
I know
Yeah,
he
it's
did,
true.
yeah.
Captain's got to make up for that. Yeah, no, you're right.
They always tell you,
Go on.
Alex,
Get a goal back.
giving the ball away in the middle of
Midfield,
midfield
yeah.
is a
Criminal.
no-no. You do
Criminal.
not make,
That's it. Go on, Ben.
you pass diagonally.
Yeah.
You don't pass through the middle
Flat.
like that.
Yeah, you don't do
Because once that gets intercepted, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And Forest on the break there, they look quick.
that. They do.
So it's 1-0 Forest. 21 minutes on the clock. We haven't really had a chance. Jesus' header from a corner being the closest we've come. But Forest have taken the
Ben
lead.
White's free. He's in space. He's calling. Let's go.
Let's
Come
be
on,
honest,
boys.
man. This is always going to be a difficult game.
Always.
Reason being,
Always.
these guys are at home. They're playing for their absolute lives right now. And
Go on then.
but I do expect there to be goals in this game.
Yeah. We need
What,
the
a high
we
scoring
need the
game,
next
yeah?
one.
I
We
said
need the
2
next
all. I do think we will score.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get there. Hold him up then.
Unlucky.
Half chance. Jesus
Good
shot
effort,
on target.
good effort.
Yeah, good
I even
effort.
think he should have backheeled that.
To set it back in it. Yeah.
Jesus is very good in those situations, those
Yeah.
tight situations.
Look, he had the runner here.
Yeah,
Odegaard.
look, Odegaard's there. Yeah.
No, but
Well, to be fair,
he
two
did get
defenders covered.
Yeah,
it,
he did get covered.
Done well.
I mean, the goalkeeper had it covered, but it was a decent effort. Is that tie again
Yeah,
now?
there's
See?
tie there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see.
Right at the front.
In his jacket.
I saw the jacket.
Yeah.
You just head that back to the keeper as well.
I would have wanted to see a bit of communication between Ramsdale and Gabriel.
Oh,
Yeah.
back
That's
pass.
another one.
Long kick from Ramsdale, throw into Forest. And that's
Going to be a
goal.
big throw in as well.
Yeah, we're nervy. We can see the fans celebrating that throw in
Ramsdale's
there.
trying to G up the team.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
As well he might.
He needs to G up himself, though.
Forest fans are up for it,
Yeah, look at
which
him.
is what we said would happen.
I knew they'd score first, though, man. I'm more intrigued to see what we do now, what we do next.
See, we still got that fight in us that
Yeah.
we've shown this season
Exactly.
going down, but we've nothing to play for anymore.
See, yeah, exactly.
No
That's
pressure.
the difference, really, isn't it? When you've got something to play for, you got that extra 5-10% of intensity that you probably wouldn't have if you don't. So subconsciously, sometimes you can. I wouldn't say switch off, but your senses are not heightened in the same way the Forest players will.
Yeah, yeah.
Not, you know what I mean?
No,
That's
you're
just
right.
human nature.
Yeah, of course.
It's easy for us to sit here and say, "Oh, you're professionals, you're getting X amount of pounds," but you should, which is true to some degree, but in reality, it doesn't always work out that way.
I don't know why some of our fans, I say some, a lot of our fans are so sensitive. Abu here says, Turkish, remind me who you've played for professionally again. Oh, we see Gabriel should have made that
literally.
tackle. Odegaard shouldn't
It's-
be giving
yeah,
it away.
it's
And
not-
we've got these Abu here crying about it. Oh, who did you play for professionally?
Oh, my
Do you
God.
want to remind him Turkish?
I remind them to give it a fucking rest.
Is he keeping that same energy for all the other critics?
All right, then.
Okay, if you're saying that for this, you might as well imagine using that across life.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have an opinion on anything.
Unless you're a professional. Jesus nearly chopped inside there, but defenders don't.
It made me laugh, that did, because I'm a big boxing fan, right? So I don't know if you know, recently there was a fight, Ryan Garcia and Tank.
Yeah.
So a lot of people said that Ryan Garcia quit. So you had these people come out, a lot of boxers, right?
Well, one you just got a
Saying,
yellow card.
how can you say that? You've never been in a ring, you've never been hit in the body, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Most of the people that are criticising Ryan Garcia for quitting were guys who are boxers. Some of them
Ooh.
great fighters. You're going to say that
One
about
you
them
just
as well?
got a yellow for putting an arm across Gabriel, I think.
That was right in the mouth.
Yeah. The typical striker trying to pin the centre back in it, but
And he's
obviously
very
hit his
physical
face.
as well.
Yeah, he's very.
That's a good battle, though.
He is. Well, Gabriel's
Those two
losing
big
right now.
units.
He's losing right now. But
We need some more gym work, boys.
trust me, we'll tell Vieira that 100%. He needs that program.
Did you go to the fight last week?
Did I? No, I watched it.
Go on. Come on then.
Shoot!
Xhaka out wide.
That was
to
on his left foot. He should have had a pot.
Speaking of Xhaka, everyone was saying he hasn't cashed in his once a season screamer. So maybe he can
cashed
get
in
that
his
today.
He
Catching
scored a
his
couple
red
of good
card.
goals.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we hopefully that's been discontinued.
That says United have had a better season than
Oh,
us.
Xhaka.
We are
God.
bottlers.
Bang that!
You know what, right? I was having that conversation with Flex the other day.
Corner ball.
And I know you were saying it's only the League Cup. But I've got to be honest, if they do go on and beat City and
Which they
qualify for
won't.
the Champions League, then you'd have to say yes, wouldn't you?
If
Two
they-
trophies
no,
in
if
the
they win
Champions
FA
League.
Cup,
If they win the FA Cup, then yeah, fair.
100%.
But I don't think they will.
Off the back of just the League Cup, probably not. But
But, but that even that argument to me, it's not even one I want to get into because it's that we've done nothing. It's been an enjoyable season, but do you think I give a fuck about being better than United or them being better than us when essentially City have
Go on.
Go!
Who's it that hit that Trossard?
I don't know.
I don't know if that was a corner routine or a bad corner, but
nearly worked out? And
Yeah.
just wide as well. Probably. Let me see it.
do you think, I'm going to say something slightly controversial here. Right? Do you think we have reason to expect more goals from Trossard? He's got one goal for Arsenal.
Is it just one goal?
I didn't even know it was
One
one.
Premier
Is it
League
really
goal.
one?
I thought it was more
I thought
than
he's
that.
yeah.
He
Nah,
scored
it's
a
one.
bag of
It's
goals
a
for
bag
Brighton.
of assists, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he got those assists in his first games. Yeah, I did expect more goals than that.
Is that
if I'm honest.
hypercritical? Or I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a very good player, but
Yeah, I mean,
Do
No, I get
we
you.
have a right to
I
expect
understand,
more?
Especially if he's coming in for Martinelli, who's
yeah,
our
exactly.
joint top scorer.
But Martinelli's been starting.
I guess some
more
people
over
say
as
you've never
well.
played the game, so
Yeah.
yeah. So unfortunately,
Remind us who you play
remind
for,
us.
Laurie.
Remind us.
I can tell him who I've played for. It's not very high level, though.
Can I still?
But yeah, so what do you think, guys? I mean, like, he's got one goal,
Yeah.
Premier League goal anyway, that I can think of.
I think you're right.
Do we have
you
a
sure
right
it's
to have
one?
expected more?
I think so. I do think so. Especially with what he came in with, all the stats for how many goals he scored with his right and his left, and exciting player.
Let's hope he can put it right today.
Yeah,
Or
let's
get a
hope
couple.
so.
You know what it is? It's, to be honest, goals scored is not what's let us down this season. It's our defence.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a
nice
good
turn
turn.
from
Hey, but he was
Jesus.
holding on
That's
to
what he's
him.
good
Yeah,
at, Jesus.
there we go. Get it back. Shots.
Oh my God.
That was a Partey shot.
Yeah.
That was a
literally.
Partey shot.
Jesus, are you gonna find the back of the net?
Honestly.
Good
But
football
we
as
saw the
well, but
best and worst of him there, didn't we?
Yeah,
In that moment. The way the little intricate turn, beat the man in the tight space, but then the shot was off target.
He's been training with Partey.
Nice little flicks there from Odegaard, as always.
That was.
It was way over.
ballooned it.
Ballooned it way over.
But the lead-up play was very good, and that's what you get with Jesus. He's very good.
Goal kick Forest.
Have you guys been seeing the Thomas Partey lookalikes?
Oh, they've been killing me all over
They
social.
literally look just like him.
Oh man.
What's that, ref? Free
What's he
kick to
giving there?
Forest. Do you want to see what happened? It's a high boot or something. I don't even
No, I
know.
don't know what he's given there. Oh, a hand. It's in a natural
that
position
his?
though.
It was a handball.
But Forest are going to call for everything now. They're
Yeah.
1-0 up, so and
Yeah.
it's coming up to half an hour played.
Already.
We're still yet.
Someone else
Well, I
wants to
think, you
get
know that
that.
Trossard one was probably a big chance, but we failed to really create opening so far. And now
Why
they've
is he
got something to
moving his
protect.
mouth like that?
Literally, I don't know what he's up to.
Like, can you see that?
Yeah.
He's talking to himself. Get it right, get it right.
But that
He
didn't
still
even look
didn't
like
get
he
it
was.
right.
Oh, what's he giving there? Offside? Okay. I think
Why
so.
is he given?
It looks like an offside.
This man's head is shaped like an egg.
Stop talking about the baldies like that.
Gonna get another comment soon.
Exactly.
Ben White on the ball, still on our own half. Not much to really say about this first half an hour, people.
See Odegaard screaming at somebody there. What's he saying? Make the run.
Who's he screaming at? Partey.
Look like he's screaming
Ben
at
White's been
Saka.
on the ball for about 30 seconds. Literally just
Looking for
standing
options.
still, yeah.
And
There's Saka there.
Let go of our boy, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Great
well played.
strength from him.
Saka.
Go on, take him on.
Come on. Can we get a goal?
Good
Good
cross.
ball. No one made the. No one
that's
made
an
the.
own goal.
Nah, no one made the
No one
darting
there.
run into the middle. Ref in the back.
I
What?
think. Carry on, win that back.
Got to win it back.
Go on.
Well done.
Who was that? Odegaard?
nice.
One ref. Come on.
No,
Yeah, he's
these
giving it
guys.
our way finally. It's a physical game though,
Yeah.
as we
It's what we
expected.
said.
Yeah,
It's
as
what
we
we said.
expected. We don't need any more injuries.
I mean, if you're Forest, that's the way you've got to play. innit? You can't. They're not going to outpass us.
yeah,
They've got to take you to the streets, if you know. What I mean. No, seriously.
yeah,
It's,
no,
it's,
they have to.
it's a no-brainer. They're trying to.
Free kick taken short. Need to liven up, man.
100%.
do.
We haven't really gone down the left at all.
The
have
ball.
we?
The ball.
No.
It's just come to
It's
Saka
been very
most of the
slow
time. Yeah.
build-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's no quick ball, so it makes it easier for the team to read it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Odegaard, you're screaming at man
moments,
1
yeah.
second. Like,
And
why
then
are
you're
you
doing dummies
like,
there.
come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah. Get on the ball, man.
Timing, man. Do you think we're not using that left-hand side because we're missing Martinelli?
Maybe.
Trossard's good as well. But to bet a lot of times this season I've asked why we don't use the left-hand side more.
It's a bit naughty from Saka there.
Do you think it's because of the left-sided
Wait.
player there that wants to naturally
Yeah.
cut the ball across,
He's
innit?
lucky not to get booked for that.
and the overlap comes on the right-hand side. And
Yeah, that's
Martinelli's
true.
pretty
That does that well.
isolated.
Yeah.
Who would be a third official, man? Jeez, that's got to be the worst job in football. Isn't it?
You think that's the
Well,
worst?
third official.
All you do
Getting
is
all
just
the
get
stick.
abused by managers and coaches.
I mean, who are you talking about? The fourth official or the
A fourth official, fourth. Third, fourth, fifth.
Oh, is that really next?
Keeper.
Gone.
Go on, let's go. Heads up. Move. Super chat here from Asua saying Gabriel Jesus was brilliant in the first half of the season, but sadly the second coming of Jesus hasn't been what it's been hyped up to be so far.
Wait, since he's come back from
He wasn't hyped up though. Yeah, he's 3.5 months out. To be honest, I think he came back in a way better than I thought he was going to be, if I'm honest. Obviously not with the goals, but
Oh, that's poor.
lucky.
Still got it.
No, to be honest, he had 5 goals in the first 14, and what he must have had, because he's on 10 now, he got
Yeah, he's
5
on 10.
goals in the last.
Yeah, so he's done all right.
How many has he played since coming back? 9 starts?
Yeah, it's got to be nearly doubles figures.
So he's got 5 either side of the World Cup.
Yeah, I said he would get 10 to 15 when we signed him, so that's not too bad. Touch.
Nice Trossard. Look at our left-hand side, nothing. At the
Nothing
moment.
there, look.
Go on.
One thing I would say about Forest,
predictable, man.
they're keeping their shape very well.
Yeah,
Forest,
yeah.
so they're
What's his
making it
name?
hard
Cooper
for us.
would have set them up really well. Go on then.
And then they got the big man up there. Oh.
These
Send
guys
Jesus
are
shots
Oh,
us
that
out
was
wide.
nice from
It's a great
Forest.
ball.
done.
Well defended, back in possession, Saka on the ball in the.
Run at him.
Look, when he's
Run
got the
at
ball,
him.
there's 3 man. Look,
No one
there's no, and
There's no one
yeah,
there.
he's
Come
just
on,
gonna have to
man,
come
he needs an
backwards.
option.
There's 3 man there, and he's
Free big man too.
yeah.
Oh.
Jesus, get in front, man.
Ref telling Jesus to get up again. And the keeper's kicked it long. Let's head over to Info Station and get James and Lucy's thoughts. 34 minutes in now.
Yeah, 83% possession, as you can see on screen. We've not done a lot with it. I think one of the positives has been Ben White at centre-back. I think he's done well. He's been more commanding than Gabriel. He's probably been the most commanding of all the defenders. The goal does come from Odegaard's mistake. We are playing all down the right, though. And then we're trying a lot of that, what we just saw there, trying to ping it into Jesus, but the Forest centre-backs are getting in front. So Jesus is having... People are not happy with Jesus' performance, and I hear it. That strike after that nice turn was appalling. But we're asking a lot of him as well.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel like recently, like I'm pretty sure I said this lot.
Why is it every
okay.
time it comes to us?
Literally,
it looks
I was
like
about to say
Forest
it's
might
when it
score?
comes to us, man.
It's been dealt with, so it's fine.
No, I was going to say, like, I think I said it before, that every time he gets the ball, he's prepared to go down. Like, he's not prepared to drive forwards, he's prepared to drive, like, downwards almost.
Or
but
Jesus, you think he's trying to win fouls?
I think
More
all the
than
time.
he is.
Yeah. I think maybe since his injury, to be honest. But, yeah, I do feel like since they scored, like, we obviously basically jinxed it saying that we need to get the next goal, but since they scored, it's just become back to the first 10 minutes, to be honest. It's quite even, not too many chances. Like, that's the first time it's pretty much gone down the left. Like, we're cutting down the right a lot. But it is quite nice to see this skill. Like, people having confidence in the ball. People saying Saka shouldn't play. I thought that first. But seeing his impact down the wing.
Yeah,
like,
he's looking quite bright, quite
in and
strong.
out. It's really good to see that. But
Yeah, Arsenal just look flat. I think a lot of the principles, and they're trying to do the right things, but they're just looking a bit flat. So they need to lift it. I think Arteta will be furious. I think the famous change room incident was on the All or Nothing documentary last year. I think he might have a very similar half-time team talk. But 35 minutes on the clock, 10 to go plus added time, and Arsenal just look a bit flat and an offside there, so we didn't even get the corner like we thought we were. Let's see if they can respond in these next 10 minutes.
Boys on the attack, but it goes through to Ramsdale. Little scary moment. Mayu was over an Info Station, but it was ruled offside, and they didn't make anything of it anyway.
Go on, pass it to Partey.
We need to start creating some scary moments ourselves, because it's all too easy for Forest at the moment.
Just picking up on something that James said, he's right insofar as we've had like over 80% possession, which is a lot, but yet we've only had 2 shots on target. That's quite poor, really.
Not doing enough with it.
So they need to figure out a way of either getting behind, which is difficult because Forest, the way Forest are set up, they're holding their, you see that, they're holding
Go on,
their
just
shape
send that
very
in,
well.
just release it quick.
Or they've got to try and have more shots on goal from outside the box.
Yep.
Yeah.
Xhaka, boom. Let's go. We need something like that.
They're playing it smart. They're not pressing.
Yeah, no,
they're not
Yeah,
creative.
they're just keeping the
organised.
shape.
But like you said, Loris, how long can they keep this up? And
Yeah.
obviously, what lead will they have by that point? So we'll have to see.
See what they've done there. They don't mind Arsenal having the ball and doing that
Yeah,
because you're not threatening them like that. You know what I mean?
there you go.
And Arsenal were trying that ball all the time.
And they're
through
just
the
locking
middle.
on straight away. Good
Exactly.
tackle though to win it
Well,
back.
one back, Saka. Back to Saka from Odegaard.
Come on.
Cuts in,
Oh
lost the
my
ball.
gosh.
gives it away.
And then that's a foul.
It's not a foul, ref.
Okay, fair enough.
I'd like to
Oh,
see
nice.
Saka. I'd like to see Saka be a bit more adventurous. Like when you get the ball there, try and go past the man rather than check back in and pass all the time. Because when you try and go past him, then you get in behind and put the cross in. That's a good opportunity.
That was a
And not
soft
only
foul.
that, you can draw fouls like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's
So
true.
you've got to be a bit braver.
They got Premzy with the super chat. Hope you're good, my guy. He says
Hey, Premzy.
team's confidence is on the floor. Poor movement. That's
Yeah.
part of it.
No, you're right.
And we've got a question for Laurie from
Yep.
Video Society. Street fight, MMA or boxing? Who's winning?
Boxing every time.
Street fight, Laurie.
Street fight,
Street
bro.
fight.
Trust
Oh,
me. And I'll
street
tell
fight.
you why.
Bro,
What's your first line of attack in
A
a street fight?
wrestler kills off.
What's
a
your
boxer
first
on
line
the
of
street.
attack in a street fight?
Yeah,
And
but
I can tell you now, as a man that's had a few over the years, what is your first line of attack?
obviously,
What are you saying, bro?
These.
Your hands, yeah.
but if you come up against a wrestler on the street,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, listen, don't get me
A
wrong,
wrestler's
yeah,
taking
but he's
them
got to
out.
take you down
Taking
first,
them
bro.
out.
yeah, but
He's
that's
got to take you down.
You can easily take down a boxer if you're a good
Really?
wrestler. You can easily.
You've got to
take
get
them.
past these.
Well, one duck, you're into the
You
midsection.
might be out before you get that.
Yeah, but the likelihood of that one.
Bro, oh, this is dangerous.
Come on.
How many
They need
times,
to defend.
Turkish, have you seen street fights with a man, boom?
100%. It's obviously, I'm with you.
And how many times
Your-
have you
your
seen a
first
street
thought
fight
is
with
punches.
two men rolling around on the floor? I'll guarantee you, most times you see, it will be a stand-up thing. But don't get me wrong, a wrestler, yeah, of course.
Now look at
But
the way
most
Nate, look at the
street
way
fights are
Nate
not
Diaz.
decided on the
look at
floor.
the way Nate Diaz handled that guy.
Yeah, but that's Nate Diaz.
But when you, and he's not even a wrestler. When you've got that kind of,
yeah.
understanding of how to put a man to sleep without even having to throw a punch.
No, that's a good.
Yeah, then
Listen,
it's
I used to
different.
work on the door, right? And I'm not going to give no names, but I used to work on the door with a guy that
Oh,
was
that's poor.
a martial arts expert, right? And whenever we had confrontations, he didn't do it a lot, but he could disable a guy by a chokehold
Yeah.
to the point where the guy would pass out.
Yeah.
But that guy is very far removed. Not many people, have that skill and have that kind of composure to be able to do that in a street fight. Because like I said, the first line of attack is with your fists.
Tends to be.
Tends to be, yeah, because if someone gives you a
Well,
kick to the leg now,
I would say 90%. How
if
many
you're a
fights do you
boxer, don't you
see?
use
How many
your
fights
fists?
do you see
Yeah.
with a man rolling around on the
but what
floor?
was the question? He
Well,
said
you
boxing.
barely see any fights now the way London.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's be honest.
That's
true,
Let's be
that's
real.
real.
But back in the day when one-on-ones was a thing, it was always fists,
Yeah.
punches.
Why do you think, right, a boxer's hands is classified as a weapon, as a prohibitive
They're
weapon? Did you know
professionals.
that?
They're professionals, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you get hit by a guy that's a boxer, amateur boxer or professional boxer, those are classified as weapons. There was a boxer, former boxer, he's just gone to jail, Scott Fitzgerald, former British champion. Knocked out a man outside a pub, and
he got
he's
done for
been
it.
sent to prison for, I think, 3-4 months. Straight away. Didn't even, you know what I mean?
Was it self-defense?
Well, because of the licensing.
Because, yeah, his hands are
it
classified
self-defense
as
though?
weapons.
Was it self-defense?
Well, I don't know the ins and outs of it.
But if it's
But you ended up
self-defense-
getting into a street fight with. No, but even so,
MMA
still
fighters,
your hands are classified as a
MMA
legal
fighters
weapon.
must have something like that though.
They
Yeah,
must
they
that's
do,
what I'm
but
saying.
they're not as good with their hands as boxers are. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm sure a lot.
Dave says, Laurie, I'll take you down and choke you out verbally.
Hey, pause.
Like I said, bro, you got to get past these. Can you get past these? I'm
Long
not so
throw in
sure.
though, upcoming.
Another look. Oh, look at that.
The
throw.
low.
Oh
Ramsdale's
my
come out this
Oh,
one.
my-
Thank
well
God.
done, Ramsdale, man.
Thank God. Whoa.
Super terrible.
Someone's always said you got to be a bit of a nutcase to be a keeper, innit? Look at his face there. He's just so locked
Go
in,
on, let's just
animated.
move fast, quick. quick things.
Somebody was making the point in the week though that we need to sign a keeper that will give him more of a
challenge.
Chris was saying
Go on then.
competition.
Yeah, I saw you guys talking about that.
I don't know, because I think actually Turner's quite good.
Yeah, I like Turner.
And you're not going. And the trouble with goalkeeping positions is you're not going to get a really establised keeper that's going to come and warm
And be
the
second
bench.
fiddled,
Right.
yeah.
And we got Runason out on loan.
No, that guy needs to go.
Take
Come
him
on, come on then. Beat him. Why is no one going to the centres? Oh, Kayla Navas had a moment there.
See, that's what I was talking about, Jimmy.
Thomas
See the way
Partey.
Saka did that? Took
Yeah.
him on and created the opportunity. Oh,
Nice
that's good.
ball. Get there. Get
Oh,
there. Who's in the
that's
box
it.
now? Come on.
Yes!
Oh,
no one's there!
No one's there
No
though.
one's there.
Why is Trossard not there as
That
well?
was a good cross.
Just waiting for it instead of attacking it.
That was waiting for someone to nod that in.
100%. Starting to create a few more chances though, which is
It's almost half time.
yeah, flipping on.
43 minutes on the clock, or coming up to. Arsenal are in the final third, down our left-hand side, but the ball's been headed out.
Come on, boys. Come on, man. Come on. Need something before the half.
This has been a dead half.
Dead.
I think we're getting a little bit closer in these last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We've had little moments where you think something's going to happen.
And then
yeah.
it just.
Yeah.
It's mainly been by Saka. You know?
Come on.
He's looked the most dangerous player for us on the pitch.
That stop start. he
Surprise.
does.
That's a good cross.
No one there again.
Come on, boys. Wake up, man.
Look, he's
Saka's-
he's
Right,
on his
He's
face.
not
Yeah,
done
look.
all the work.
brother.
Can you finish?
Saka's looking.
Come on, man.
Like, he looks
Look.
fed up.
He is.
No, half time. I think he might make some changes. Big man thing because. well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
no,
bank
yeah,
on
it's
that,
true.
Change who?
No one.
bank on that.
It's Arteta, innit? But
I'd be surprised.
he's
bro.
hopefully he's on a
Who's he
listen.
gonna
If
bring
I
on,
don't
isn't
see
he?
nothing in 5-10 minutes.
Realistically, we mentioned at the beginning, I think Smith Rowe or Vieira needs to come on because
Yeah.
the midfield's a bit stiff at the moment.
Stiff.
And with
Thank you.
Forest not pressing, I think we need one more creative body in there to try and open them up.
unlock
so Smith
something,
Rowe or
innit?
Vieira comes in for.
Oh, this guy's coming off.
Who? I wonder.
They won you.
Well, he's on a yellow, remember? So he could. I don't know. Unless that's a big
The
risk.
pace on these big boys.
I feel a
That
bit
was-
sorry for
that
Gabriel
was
there
poor
because he
from
actually
Gabriel.
does make the tackle, but
Yeah,
comes
so-
back off Iwanye into the net. Look,
Yeah, no, I know, but I
know-
think you should deal with it.
It's going full-blooded. Don't leave anything.
well, what I would
In
say
doubt.
about Iwanye is a handful, man.
No, defo.
That was his
Yeah,
fifth goal in,
striker.
Is he coming off?
3 games.
I think there's something wrong with their keeper. Navas.
Not too sure what's happened, but they just replayed the goal and Awani's celebration. Doesn't look like he's coming off.
Much to my disappointment, he's still on.
And yeah, Forest play. Trossard's been very quiet though, apart from that chance.
Yeah, yes, man.
Odegaard's been poor, Xhaka's been poor, Jorginho's been poor.
I'll be real.
I think it's
wish
only
Nelson
Saka
was
that's
there.
really done anything.
Yeah, because we've only gone down the right. Do you know what I mean? So 4 minutes
Here
added
comes
on.
Mr. Long Throw, Mia
God.
Carter.
It's again.
Got a long throw coming in. 4 minutes have been added on and we're into the first of those 4 already.
A lot of football fans get very snobbish about things like that, but I think it's a very good weapon, man. If you've got
Of
that,
course,
in
if
your
you got it,
thing,
use it,
yeah.
innit? Why wouldn't you?
What?
So-
The big
The long
front?
throw, yeah.
People tend to look down on it and think,
Say, oh
it's
yeah,
just old
it's
school.
football, blah blah blah.
But
Oh,
Cleared. Not too far though. Forest back in possession. We should get it though. Yep. Super chat from Speaking Opposites. The same game as Everton away. 1 lane, 1 line. Same old. It does have that Everton away feeling to it. And Video Society says, Laurie, are you saying Tyson Fury would beat John Jones?
no, I'm not. Because number one, it wouldn't be a street fight, would it? But I'll tell you what I would say. If Tyson Fury and John Jones fight in the cage, John Jones would annihilate him. But likewise, if they fought in the ring, Tyson Fury would annihilate John Jones. Trust me.
What about on the street?
And I'm speaking as a man, I don't even like Tyson Fury.
What about on the street?
In the street,
You know what?
could
You know
be
what
who lands first.
nah. John Jones is winning that, in my opinion.
You said Fury's
Can
got
you
pillow
take the
fish
punch?
before. Now you're
No, but
saying
he's
he
got to
lands
get
first.
past the punch.
He ain't got to get
John
past.
Jones
Look
will
how
just
tall he is.
take
Just
him
take
out,
him
that's
out,
it.
bro. The legs.
Bro, okay, fair enough.
And don't get twisted, I rate Fury.
I think you guys underestimate just like with them long arms, the punching power of these guys. Serious power these men have got.
I know, I rate
You know what I
Fury
mean?
a lot, but yeah, John Jones in a street fight, it's long. It's very long.
But obviously, John Jones has got more tools to work with in it. So yeah, people are going to say John Jones, but listen, man, I would never rule out the boxer because of how powerful these guys are and how skillful they are. So.
Oh boy, well, this has been a dry half. We need to do something.
Into the 3rd minute of the 4 added on. Benny says, I think our left wing is non-existent. Jesus does absolutely nothing. We need to get Nelson in and play Trossard up front.
Well, Nelson's not well.
We better
so
wish Nelson was there, man.
Yeah.
We're really
I
missing
think
him
Smith
today.
Rowe,
Yeah, I know, I
Vieira
think
need
it'd
to
be
come
a
on, man.
But you know what's kind of, I'm kind of already looking past this game. I'm thinking that
Oh, do you see that pass that was on?
Yeah.
we're going to need
Just missed
this strength in our attacking options in the summer, man.
100%.
because We're very limited. We're predictable and
Bit slow.
Don't know if it was you saying it earlier, Laurie, as well. It's too much of the same options.
yeah, it's
too
just
similar.
predictable, bro.
Yeah.
It's too similar.
No plan B. It's
Yeah.
plan AA on the bench.
Oh,
Chance to get it in, but it's cleared. Yusuf says there is an argument to say that Jesus' return from injury derailed our season. Before he joined, we had 7 straight wins. His form has been off and our attack has suffered for it. I disagree, Yusuf, because when he did come in, we still won games.
yeah.
And even against Liverpool in the first of the ones where we fucked it, didn't he get a goal? He did get a
Did
goal.
he score? Yeah, I think it was at the cross.
Yeah, he did get a goal.
Yeah.
I guess the obvious thing to say is that we don't have anyone that different, do we? Oh,
Go
well,
on! Oh.
you see what I mean? So like, even if you bring Eddie on, it's not like he's a big, strong guy that's going to hold the ball up and be good in the
Come
air.
on, Saka.
So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where we...
This guy is trying for his life to create something.
You know,
Can we just have everyone playing at like
Literally,
Saka's
at that
some
level?
teams are, when it's not working for them,
They
their
can
plan
switch it
A,
up,
They can
yeah.
switch
Yeah,
up
yeah.
plan B by having a big guy up top and put balls in the box. We don't have that.
No.
I hope these games now, I mean, the best thing that these last 2 games can do is show Arteta and the club what we need to do.
Well, this is it. Yeah.
No, we do need a plan B in certain positions. Crossing from Saka.
That's twice though we've done that. We haven't gone into the box,
Yeah.
which I guess makes sense because they're all massive and big, so they're going to win
Trust
the
us.
The
header.
Big
half-time whistle
disappointing.
goals, 1-0 Forest.
It's disappointing.
Very disappointing, man. I mean, I can't even think of the best chance we created. Probably the Trossard one in the first corner.
If that.
I don't know, the Jesus header. Essentially, it's been a dead first half. Forest will be over the moon. They are 1-0 up.
They're in a good position.
They're in a very good position. When you look at Everton dropping points earlier, this would pretty much, this win would, well, if they was to win this game, that secures their place in the Premier League.
Pretty much. That's why I said from the outset, Turkish, that this is going to be a very difficult game because, and I keep saying it, I know it sounds obvious, but trust me, it does bear fruit. When you have a team that's extra motivated and you have, you know, no real motivation to win other than to win. These guys, if they win today, they pretty much secure their Premier League status for next season. They're going to be mad on it. We've had a lot of the ball, but we've not played with intensity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Different. I mean, so for example, look at the intensity we showed when we beat Newcastle. We was all like, everyone was like, wow, man, this was our best performance of the season. We've not seen that today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
Yet
need to
we've had 80-odd% possession. We've only had 2 shots on target. Forest have had 18% possession, and they've had 2 shots. One of them's been a goal.
Before we pass it over to James and Lucy for half-time, would you make a sub?
I would make subs, but will the manager make subs? Probably not. We know he doesn't like to.
Shah, would you?
No, I'll just keep the team as it is,
Yeah.
but I want to see them play with a bit more fight and passion because the only player really fighting is Saka, so more fight from him.
Alex, would you make a sub or?
Yeah, 5 to 10. I think the managers.
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, gotta give them that chance to react, and if they don't, then start hooking, man.
Yeah, I'd probably. I wouldn't even wait. I'd probably bring on Smith Rowe, Vieira at half-time. We need to open them up, and at the moment we're not doing that. But yeah, it's half time, people. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. It is what it is. Second place secured for us already. Not much left to fight for, whereas Forest got everything to fight for, and I think it's shown in that first half. We'll see if things change in the second half. We will cut over to James and Lucy for the half-time analysis. Before we do switch over, if you're thinking about your next holiday, then check this out.
If you're travelling soon, why pay more? Just change your location before you travel so that you can explore local prices on accommodation, flights, car rentals and events. Once you're in your destination country, you can change your location back to the UK. So it's easy to access your emails, banking and subscriptions. Click the link to unlock your internet freedom with NordVPN. And with the AFTV special, you can save even more. Click the link to be invincible.
Pretty shambolic first half. Actually, shambolic makes it sound like it was a kind of complete mess. I don't think it's been a mess. I think it's been a very
dead.
Yeah.
Very dull.
I've yawned a few times. And like I know, I want to. I'm going to use an Arteta word here. I want to transmit an energy and a passion for this game and result, because that's what I want to see from the players. But I feel like with how the season's ending, the players have to get it out of us a little bit here. The fans have been amazing all season, and we want to end. I want to end on as many points as possible. I do. I don't. Yes, second is secure, but with the season we've been having, the pace we were setting for so long, we were on course for 90. At least end as close to it as possible. I know people think, why does it matter? Why do you care? I think just because I don't want these Arsenal players to think that when it doesn't matter, they can just not turn up. The fans have still turned up. The fans have still made the journey. Fans around the world have got up at whatever time or missing whatever they're missing to watch this game and support the team. And they need to show more than this. This hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Obviously, you've mentioned about fans, and I feel like, obviously, an away day, in the last 5 games, we've lost twice, and both have been away games. So I feel like, obviously, that is worrying in itself. But I feel like having that...
They gave them Newcastle. This is what I don't understand. The Newcastle game, they were brilliant. The fans were brilliant. The team were brilliant. They were all committed to the cause. Now I'm watching this team after what happened against Brighton. I thought that second half against Brighton was a disgrace, and I said as much. But I'm now watching this game thinking, so are you guys all on the beach? Are you done here? Because Arteta doesn't sound like he is. And a lot of people will blame Arteta because he's tried something different with Partey, right back, whatever. The point is, there's enough players on that pitch. Trossard, Odegaard, Jesus, Saka. You've got Partey and Jorginho in there, 2 players. You've got Xhaka, who's been one of our best players this season. I think Ben White's done well at centre-back. You've got enough there to cause them more problems than you're causing them. We're not doing anything.
I think one player as well that we need to give credit to is Saka. Like, I know we said earlier we don't want him playing, but he's actually had that intensity. I know Charlie mentioned that intensity, that we need that energy, and I feel like it's all been down the right because we have that fight to get it, whereas you haven't seen it down the left. And I know you mentioned just off air there about maybe moving Jesus over to the left, because we do need to create something else, because we have them attacking. You have Gibbs White like attacking down that right side, so you need to counter-attack with our attacking players down the left, which I feel like we're not quite grasping yet. But down the right, couldn't really fault too much. It's just like, I know Laurie mentioned as well,
but there is a lack of quality. Like I think Odegaard's shown some nice moves, and I've just seen, which reminding ourselves here that he's the one who gives it away. That's happened a few times in the run-in. The thing about the right hand side is, fair play, they're getting a lot of the ball, they're trying to make stuff happen, but there is a lack of quality. On the left, I don't even have to judge them too much because the ball isn't always going out that side. There was one moment where, see when a team's very lopsided and they're playing more down one side than the other, that's not always a bad thing, because what that means is you're sucking Forest in, and so there should be an out ball, there should be a switch ball. And a few times, I'm looking at around of the pitch of what we can see of it on TV, and there is an out ball, there is a ball out there to Trossard, but they're not going for it. So I don't understand. Arsenal have just been very passive in trying to play through Forest, but they've also been trying to zip the ball into Gabriel Jesus, but he's not been able to hold them off. And can I blame him too much? He's not playing well. His finishing has been pretty poor, and he's not really looked that great in the final third. But when it comes to trying to hold up the ball, there's 3 centre-backs that are all there to engage with him. So I don't really know what Arsenal are trying to do. Let's just go through the stats. We've had 6 shots there too. We have 82% of the ball. 82%, I don't know what we've done with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how it's that high considering what's happening.
They've completed 46 passes. We've limited them to 46 passes, and yet they've scored. Do you think Gabriel should do better on the goal?
Yeah, I think as well, like when we saw him just on the edge of the box, spun them round, beautiful play, and then shoot. Obviously, his body wasn't over it, so it just skyrocketed.
Sorry, you're talking about the Jesus chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the goal that Awoniyi scores when Gabriel's coming back to make that slide tackle?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, him, yeah. I thought he did well to get back to cover, but then there was definitely some miscommunication with him and Ramsdale because they both kind of dived in, if that makes sense. Dived in for the ball, but I do. Yeah,
maybe Ramsdale doesn't have to come. I just think
if he stayed in the goal, because you could see he kind of like dinks it over.
Yeah, I think when Gabriel's getting back there, I think I'm with Turkish. I think he's got to clear the man. I think he's got to. If you're getting to that ball and you know you're going to win it, and it looked for that whole move, I knew Gabriel was getting back to make the tackle. You just knew he had the pace to get there. But you've got to really come through and make sure you win that ball. But he doesn't. And because it's a little bit half-hearted, or he doesn't get as much on the ball, or maybe he's trying to toe poke it out for a throw-in or whatever, he ends up just kicking it onto our knee, and then it kind of, therefore bounces back over Ramsdale. Maybe Ramsdale doesn't have to come out. Let's go through some of the other stats. Jesus has had 4 shots, not a single one on target. Partey's seen more of the ball than any other player on the pitch. Actually, no. Joint with Jorginho, which shows you how Partey's coming in field, and they're both getting as much of the ball as one another. Ben White as well, lots of touches. For the sake of having a positive, I think Ben White's been good. He's returned centre-back, and I actually think he's been doing really well. Saka's created 2 chances, apparently. Jorginho's completed more passes in the attacking third than any other player on the pitch. Partey up there as well. Ødegaard, he seems like he's trying to do things, but sometimes I think Ødegaard, he looks neat and he looks silky, and he can drift in and out, and it can look really mesmerising when it's working. Sometimes I think it can look really infuriating. Sometimes for me it's just like, lay it off, play the pass, get the decision right. Against Brighton I thought you worked really hard, but the decision making was all off. So actually a few times we did open up Brighton, we didn't take advantage, and I think there's similarities to this, although I don't want to be too harsh, because in fairness to him, he's been one of the few players that actually made something happen in the final third. I think I could probably look at Xhaka and Trossard more, and Jesus, and wonder about their contributions. But largely it's been poor across the board. Ben White is the only player I'm happy with on that pitch.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, he's definitely doing well, but I think as well just the back four in general. Obviously you mentioned earlier about them looking for other balls rather than Jesus, because that's obviously clearly not working. I think we need to be a bit more creative, like maybe pushing down to the left, but they've got so much time. Like Forest literally pushed back with us, so then we're literally in their half, yet we're still then just doing the little balls, which it looks all tech and everything, but it's not getting in the box. So if we maybe look to do some more surprising balls, like mix it up a bit, I feel like that could be where we
are something different. I agree.
That's what they did to us basically.
We a lot of our success and having kind of really wide wingers has been in having players like Saka and Martinelli that just bear down on you. They are, when they get the ball, they're direct and they can make those inside forward runs. We haven't had that with Trossard out on the left. Trossard doesn't do that job very well, in my personal opinion. But you could get Jesus out on the left, who does run at players, move Trossard more centrally and see if there's a better balance there, because there's nothing going through the middle anyway. So why not try and get Jesus out in an area where he can isolate a fullback? I don't know. There are some questions coming in. There was one from Great Comet asks, James and Lucy, who would you buy in the summer that would help us out and provide something different in a game like this?
Do you want to go first? Or?
Yeah, go on.
Idea?
I'd have gone for like a target man number 9. I think someone who can be more of a handful and we can go a little bit more direct with, because they're sitting so deep. I think sometimes you need a little bit more of a battering ram. What would you go for specifically for this game?
Yeah, for this, to be honest, I was going to say Rice because of the number 6, like being able to push forwards, and we've mentioned that Odegaard and Xhaka haven't really done that. It's like they haven't really got as far forwards. And I feel like the way Rice plays, he literally drives like you've seen in the European. Like he's driving forwards, but he also gets back and like good in the air. So he covers quite a bit. Obviously, I know the bids for him are quite high, so whether that happens or not. But I do feel like in this game he could be quite pivotal to have someone like that.
I agree. I think Declan Rice has an impact in pretty much any game you need him for. Arvin says, James, you really think Ben White's been good? He's had so many touches because he holds the ball for 10 seconds before passing it back or sideways. Arvin, I know that can look frustrating, and to be honest, it probably is. But when Ben White takes a touch on the ball, he's trying to invite Forest closer to him so that the pieces move around, so that Arsenal can then start to play through and around that. The reason he's holding on to the ball for so long is because Forest aren't engaging and they're sitting back, but the Arsenal players in front of them, they're not moving enough to try and receive the ball. So I can't really... Okay, so let me ask you this, Arvind. You say he's holding on to the ball for too long, and I agree it can be frustrating. Sometimes just give it, just move, just give it to Gabriel, maybe he gives it back, and you never know kind of what might happen. But at the same time, you've got to look at the players in front of him and what they're doing to try and make runs, to try and make movement, to try and find space. At the moment, there's none of it. And at least he's kind of getting in front of his man and doing some defending. Right, I think we're going to come back for half-time in a sec. Do you want to give a prediction?
Ooh. Well, I'm hoping we come back 2-1. I think if we stick with what we did for that, there was a really nice 5 minutes, probably like 10 minutes in, that we were dominating.
Just before they scored.
Literally, they got that goal and then it just went a bit downhill. But I think if we can do that, be a bit more creative, we can definitely get 2.
Yeah, listen, we can, but Arsenal need to wake up. Hopefully, Arteta gets into them. Turkish, did I go 1-1 on Forever Arsenal? Well...
Too pessimistic.
I went 1-1 on Forever Arsenal, and to be honest, I'm sticking with that. But even then, I feel like that's kind. I feel like I feel like we'll do even well to get a goal at the moment. But anyway, going to come out for the second half. As always, this watch along is powered by NordVPN, so big thanks to them. Make sure you go check out nordvpn.com/AFTV, and you'll be hearing from Lucy and I throughout the second half as well. Come on, Arsenal, please turn this around. Let's end on a high.
It's somewhere in London and it's looking pretty red. Lee Judges is attempting to score some new content. He's got to get past a hacker, malware and password attacks. Lee takes off. But look, the hacker sends password attacks towards Lee. He's dispossessed of all his passwords and data. He goes again, but he's hacked to the ground. Look at Lee's in pain and they're mocking him. Wait, he's got a last minute transfer deal. He's got NordVPN on his team now. I mean, is that even legal? Oh, that's next generation encryption, absolutely blinding the opposition. And the fastest VPN on the planet flies past password attacks, takes down the ball and scores! That's fresh content on your favourite streaming services. You're protected on multiple devices, back of the net. Just change your location in the app. Go to nordvpn.com/AFTV now.
And we're back, people. Second half should be kicking off in the next few minutes. Anyone want to change up their predictions or...
Well, I said 2-2 before the game, and I'm sticking to it. I mean, the way we're going at the moment,
even that seems a stretch.
But I think we can only get better. The first half, we were very predictable, very below average. I expect a much better second half. I'm hoping the manager will make some changes at some point. He's not known for his proactiveness in terms of subs, but I'm hoping that he will come up with something that will change the course of this game. Maybe even a couple of subs just to inject some energy into it. We've been very lethargic, man. Very predictable.
Who's that putting on his shirt?
Ready.
Oh, is that the...
Cozy's just putting back on his thing.
I was getting excited.
Mini Saka is a
Yeah,
bad boy.
we might as well have Saka on the right and him on the left.
Double Saka.
Innit?
But,
do you know what? I want to see that.
Yeah, why not?
Might as well.
Why not, man?
We're finishing second anyway.
Regardless. So.
Yeah, I don't think any changes have been made. Smith Rowe, Vieira are still there on the bench.
I just saw Arteta do a gesture like this. He was fuming, so hopefully he's got into the boys at half time. He was talking to Airport Albert. I don't know what he was saying, but...
I love how we've nicknamed him.
Yeah, it's a live name still, I can't lie. Airport Albert.
Because it was Airport Man before.
Yeah, he's the man.
Forest players coming out now as well, so
they're looking pumped.
Is upon us, yeah. 45 minutes, and that could be their Premier League safety assured.
Yep.
Fans are going off as well. Remember we talked about earlier about the banter regarding the Champions League. Apparently their fans are giving it to us.
Oh, is it?
Well.
Not a shock. Not a shock.
Right.
I'd be very disappointed if we lose today, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd be
very
gutted.
Very.
Because then you're in danger of the rest of the season ending up like a damp squib.
Yeah.
You really want to
Hard work gone to waste.
Second half kicked off, straight to Ramsdale, but not a long ball.
Come on,
So
boys.
used to seeing him hit it long from these kickoffs. He's passed it off to Kivio. Super chat from Young Kippur saying, big up Turkish, taught me how to be a sad football fan instead of a sad person. I'm glad you can split the difference though.
Yeah,
I'm glad you can split the difference, Carl. It's all mad.
So there were no changes then?
No.
No changes. Either side, I believe.
No, but if you're Forest, why would you change
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
They're in the ascendancy.
Alex did mention a couple yellow cards, or is it one yellow card?
I think it's the
Just
one.
the one.
It's just got the one. Yeah.
it
Have a shot.
Go on.
Number 9.
No, he's not that guy.
Who was that?
It was Gabriel.
You know what desperate we're telling Gabriel to
Oh, look
shoot
at that.
from 30
Oh
yards
God,
out.
who's that small at the back? Whoa,
Hey.
whoa, that's not a foul. You need to be stronger there, Jorginho, man.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to buy that one.
Intercepted, what's going
I
on?
think he's giving offside. Don't know who though.
No,
Oh wait, is he giving a free kick to them?
I don't know what he's done, you know. Yeah, he has given a free kick to them, but for what? Oh, that.
Oh.
Gabriel's
Gabriel's
just
said
holding him
he's
up.
trying to do the street fight.
He heard the
that would
super
be a
chat.
good battle, man.
Hey. Well, he's losing right now. He's looking good.
Is that how close it?
They weren't that close, was it? I thought it was back. What?
Actually, no. The
Oh,
balls,
yeah, okay,
I was
fair.
thinking, oh, what's going
Oh,
on?
so it's in a dangerous position. Ramsdale ain't got a hat on. The sun's out.
Mate, give him your
Anything
hat.
can happen. Yeah, you might have to chuck it over.
That's a good point, actually. He
Yeah,
should have a hat
yeah,
there, shouldn't he?
literally.
If
Normally
he's
keepers doing it.
if he's doing that with his hands, covering over his face like that, then that means the sun is definitely in his eyes.
Yeah, so if he
Wait.
concedes now, you can't blame it on
Please,
him.
no howlers. Yeah, look. Sun and
Surely they could have
30
gone out at
yards
half time to the local sports direct and got him a hat.
Or just come well prepared.
Literally, they should have that in the kit bag.
Gibbs White.
Oh,
chips
For the
it
dig,
in.
back stick.
Oh!
Brilliant
that
ball
was a
across.
good
Nearly
shoot.
worked.
That was a good
Nearly got
routine.
there. They're still alive. Oh, no.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh!
Howler. Howler.
Defending, they've all
I think
switched
Trossard's
off.
missed the ball. They had a free shot.
They had a free header
Goodness
and a
me.
free shot. They just switched
Luckily,
off.
they fluffed it. That should have been 2-0.
Was that offside?
Oh, yeah, that's way off.
It's the other guy, though.
The other guy,
he
yeah.
was on.
What did they say?
Look at that header. Who did that header?
Terrible.
Xhaka. Oh
know who that
my
was. Look.
God.
God.
What, did he just head it? But did I see that right?
Oh, you
Where he
saw-
just
you
headed it
saw
back?
it
in-
right. You saw it
Headed it
right.
right back into
Wow.
the next corner ball. Boy, it's very nervy.
See, you've got to be. If you're the manager, you're thinking, I've just presumably had a go at them at half time. They've
Yeah.
come out and they've arguably been worse. What's going on?
Another corner.
Steve Cooper's doing his Bielsa impression.
Trying to get some strong, solid legs.
Whipped in again.
Ramsdale. Oh, Nelly drops. Oh my God, this guy scares me, man.
Thrown out.
I do want to have a convo about Ramsdale one day.
Come on, man. Need some energy, man. Some
you-
intensity.
You know what? I let him off because he's young, and I expect him to like.
And he saved
iron
us more
out
than he's
those-
cost us. But I'm
iron
just
out
thinking,
those mistakes.
yeah,
but-
he's gonna have to. Summer's a big one for him.
I expected him to ramp it up a bit, man.
Okay,
Nice.
good interchange. Right side, right side.
Forest in back in numbers.
Yeah.
Good defending,
kinda
man.
died down.
Good defending.
Reset.
See, Jesus has gone out wide, but who's in the middle there?
Trossard's up top right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that as he drops.
Yeah,
it.
he's dropping deep. He's dropping deep.
No focal
Saka's
point.
up top right now.
I think they've pushed Partey a bit further forward.
Putting it into the box.
Yeah, it's just a hopeless ball, really.
Hopeless, man. It's not beating them in the air there.
Oh,
Kivior's, that ball put him under pressure there.
Yeah, win it back. Come on.
Oh,
they're on the
Forest are
counter.
coming out with it. Should deal with
Shut
it
it
here,
down.
though.
Yeah, they win a throw in.
Throw in
Oh,
We know
man.
what's coming.
near the halfway line, so I don't expect this to be thrown into the box, but who knows?
Probably will be.
Big Ash says, not sure what you guys think, but losing these games might be a positive. It will show the board we're not close to City and we need big investment this summer.
I think we know that regardless, though, but maybe, maybe it heightens it.
Always good to look at the positives, eh?
Yeah, guess. I don't want to lose games, not like this, man.
Exactly.
Well,
Good chop inside from Partey there.
Saka down the right-hand side.
As always, 3 players around him. Look at that triangle of players. That's the only thing you can do is pass it back into the middle.
Shoot.
Out to Kivior. No one down the left.
Nobody.
See, Saka made the run there. He didn't give him the ball.
He's on it now, but again, 3 man around him.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Only time we've looked threatened is when we move the ball fast. Quick interchanges. Jesus. No. Just need something to drop for us, man.
And
Is that
he's
a
given
corner goal
he's
kick?
given a goal kick. Looked like it might have been a corner, but referee says goal kick, so it's a goal kick. 51 on the clock, and Forest have had the best opening in the second half.
We're lucky that he fluffed that.
That's what I'm saying. He knows.
Yeah, he knows. Look at him.
Stevie Cooper ain't laughing, that's for sure. Because
His
he's
reactions
thinking.
are the funniest.
Because Steve
He has the
Cooper's.
same face every time.
Kick long. Arsenal get it back in possession. I think we've got to think about a change.
Yeah,
soon
it's
enough.
time now. It's getting to that time. 55, 60th minute. We've got to switch out. I think you're right. Smith Rowe or Vieira, someone that can.
Because it's not like we've got an
create-
abundance of
Nah,
options.
No,
do
we
you know
haven't.
what I'm saying?
We
It's
haven't. So
attacking wise, it's either them two or Eddie.
yeah. Or he takes the risk with one of the young G's. I don't know.
Oh yeah, true.
But I don't think.
Bring
he-
on the young G now.
Yeah, bring on Cozy Dubry. I'd like to see that. He's
'Cause-
exciting.
Yeah, and
You know what
they
I mean?
play
Bit
with
of
no
pace,
fear.
something different, and width on the left side because we've got nothing down there.
Exactly.
Defeats when winning at half time. Okay.
Most
They've
this
had the
season.
most.
Yeah. Joint with Bournemouth. Forced.
Forced. He nearly made
still
his
made it,
offside
but-
anyway.
Poor.
I think they're getting subs ready. It looks behind Steve Cooper.
They'll probably make
Forest
subs
getting a
before
couple
we
men
do.
to warm up.
Wins when losing at half time. So we've got the most.
3.
Joint
Joint with Bournemouth as well.
Oh, so they got the most for, and then second most for defeats as well. What?
Joint for
Oh,
both.
joint for both. That's crazy. Look at the fans, man.
They secure safety.
Yeah.
They're over the moon. Last home game of the season. It was always going to be like this in terms of atmosphere and pressure, but
And they'll start to do the little things now, making it a fight, pushing people.
Oh, right into his
Sorry,
face.
calm
Throw that as
down.
a
Mate,
way,
your own
like-
teammate. And you
Oh
play
my
no
God.
problem.
I can't lie, this is a dead game of football.
Dead.
Feels like a game of FIFA, don't it?
No, FIFA's
Yeah,
more
FIFA's
exciting.
more exciting, yeah. Get a couple shots off.
Trust me.
But listen, it's up to us to impose ourselves on the game because
Yeah,
Forest,
Forest ain't gonna
especially
care.
if they're 1-0 up, they've got no reason to
No,
change
Jesus,
things.
why does he keep dropping down?
That's what he does, man.
He's
He,
doing it
he
all
starts
the
that
time.
He's
diva.
not-
Work.
And then
They're
he's-
wham centre halves. What do you expect? Look.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's actually
Ooh.
a foul. That's
VAR,
actually
okay, that's
a
fair
foul.
enough. Yeah. Well, VAR's not going to check it. It's
They ain't
Arsenal,
checking
man.
that. They ain't checking that.
He's got a little
But
bit
look,
of a point.
look,
though. Yeah,
arm
he's got a point
over.
over the shoulder, pulled him back.
But did he go down a bit
That's
dramatically,
what I'm trying to
though?
Yeah,
He's
no,
got a
no,
yellow.
card.
I think that was more for the
Wait.
dissent, though.
No, who?
Yeah, what's
what?
the difference
Jesus
then?
got the yellow.
Yeah.
For
What?
dissent.
But he
it's
pulled him
dissent.
down.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it's
but what
dissent,
I'm
though.
saying, right, okay, he did pull him, but he kind of went down dramatically, if
Yeah.
you ask me.
But look at how big the guy is.
I think he's trying to force it. He's trying to buy it too much.
Yeah.
Just do your thing.
He went
that's it.
down rather dramatically.
Yeah.
man.
Oh no. Okay.
To be honest, that was actually a penalty. If I'm honest.
Yeah, no,
if VAR
yes.
check it,
I've seen him
they
give
have-
them.
they
I mean,
have
if we
to
do
give
that, yeah, they have to.
But
But
my thing is go down and hold your shoulder and act like you're injured, so
Yeah.
they're forced to check it. Don't go down and
Yeah.
flip
The
at
whole-
the
yeah.
referee and get your
Yeah,
15
so he
yellow
went
card.
down and then started
Started
slapping
doing
the
that.
floor
Yeah.
and all that.
it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Angus says, I think it will be another 2-horse race between City and Liverpool next season. A lot of people expecting Liverpool to,
To resurge.
yeah.
You guys haven't even seen what we've done in the transfer window. So just,
Exactly. It's
just
too early
chill,
for all
mate,
of that.
innit?
People told me when United got Champions League around that they were challenging. Look at them now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't really assume.
You don't know
No, yeah,
also
you can't
with
assume
the, unless they don't determine it next season for the
that?
stuff with the
100
financial
charges.
fair play.
Wait.
Oh, who's that for? Chelsea?
No.
City.
Oh yes, City.
100
Yes, I
charges,
forgot about
bro.
that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's peak. But
That's mad.
they'll drag that, man. That thing could take all 4 years.
Yeah.
It'll be
Not
fun.
getting hopes up about that.
Bit of energy there, bit of energy. Nah. for a poor pass.
All right, changes now, man. I need to see some changes.
Good luck with that one, mate.
Nothing's
You're not seeing no changes until the 70th minute.
Any successful passes is that?
70 Arsenal, 6 to Forest. And they've still had the best chance.
Exactly. God, kicked it straight off.
Poor. Play Jesus.
Look, bro, look, even that. He's trying to milk it, like, just leave it.
You must clock now, the referee.
Yeah, he's not giving you nothing, bro.
Sometimes you can ask too much.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Straight.
Kivior tried to do the overlap, under hit pass.
Showed too much of that.
I think Trossard might need to come off,
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
been poor, man.
Which is sad. Now look, and they're just doing tiki-taka.
Forest, you know.
Forest, popping it around you. Well done, Gabriel.
Nice.
Well done, well there.
That was a
Why
foul.
did
If
he go
you,
into Jorginho?
that was a foul, if you ask me.
It's simple. Why is he going back across?
It's been all Arsenal in terms of possession, but in terms of chances, Forest really should be 2 up.
Yeah.
Coming down our right hand side again, which is all we seem to have in this game. Look.
We're like a player with 1 foot. Just the same thing every time. It's not working.
Very
Right,
soft
what
foul
are you
given.
planning?
Yeah, you need to plan and execute very quickly. Enough of the iPad. Let's get some movement.
Yeah, While they work out what they're doing on the bench, Arteta and Albert, let's head over to James and Lucy and get their thoughts.
I'm getting more and more bored and tired.
Shit, Rob Holding's warming
Why
up.
the hell is he warming up? We ain't winning.
There's no penetration, there's nothing in it. I will say, and everyone knows that, well, whoever's been following this watch along through knows that I'm not happy with this performance at all. It's a penalty. I mean, let's just say it how it is. It's a penalty. Jesus is trying to make a run onto the ball, and he's pulled back by the shoulder. It's a penalty. Once again, VAR is useless, but quite frankly, we don't deserve any favours, or even for VAR to be doing its job that properly, because we've been awful. Arsenal trying to get forward here now with Jorginho, but again, it's intercepted. It's so slow, Lucy.
To be honest, there's not even that much to add to what you're saying. It's just so slow. And also, the minute we're getting close, their defence, their little like formation they've got up, it's literally like a brick wall. Like you actually can't unless we're going to chip it over, do a through ball along the ground, it's not really working. We're not offering that creativity. I just find this so annoying though, because whenever anyone says that we've bottled it, I'm like, no, we haven't actually bottled it as a whole. But when you look at like playing teams that are in the relegation zone, I'm like, that's when we're bottling it. When we're playing against City and whatever, we're not bottling that because they're like, you can't compare them.
What
but
is that
teams
from
like
Kivior?
this, like even like that, like teams like this, why are we doing that against them? Like it just doesn't add up to me, honestly.
This team it's totally checked out. This team is totally and utterly checked out, and that's completely unacceptable. They've got to wake up. They've got to find something, because fans have still turned up. Fans have still, just because we can't win the league, well, mathematically and all that, but just because we can't win the league, you know, doesn't mean that the away tickets are free suddenly. You know, they're still turning up. They're still there in their numbers to sing for the team. We still need to try and rack up. I want to finish as close to City as possible. And at the moment, they're playing like it doesn't matter. But to the fans, it does matter. I've got to be honest, the longer this game goes on, the more and more it's just been an absolute disgrace from everyone involved. You can't keep ending seasons like this. You cannot keep ending seasons just like it just doesn't matter. Eddie's coming on now. Are you happy Eddie's coming on?
I think to mix up play a bit, yeah. But at this point, I feel like we've got quite a defeatist mindset right now, because what can happen? Like, we need to get another one. I feel like I was very positive when I said 2-1, because right now we're around the hour mark and
you know, the one
it's
thing
not changed at all.
The one thing Eddie gives you is fight, and we totally lack that. So let's
That's
get back
true.
to basics. Welcome to the pitch, Eddie and Ketia. It'll probably be Jesus who comes off. Should be Saka, even though neither of them have. Saka, because he's played so much football. Oh, he's in behind. Saka here. Okay, as I said, he should come off.
Nearly
He
ate the
actually
word.
nearly did something. So there we go. And it looks like it's a corner for Arsenal as well. That was decent football. All right, back to Turkish.
Same.
Probably should have cut it
Angle
back.
was tight.
Look, Jesus was making that run across the defender.
Good ball from Ben White though, something different. Lucy was just saying about a chip over the back four, and that's
Yeah.
literally what happened.
Corner to Arsenal. And Eddie's getting, well, he was ready to come on. So that'll be happening soon.
Whoa!
Whoa! What was that? Another corner? Okay, get Eddie on now.
Strike outside the box, just
Sorry,
wide.
Laurie, I nearly hit you.
Let's see what happens
We
here.
need something like that to kickstart it.
Look, there's no one there.
No
attacking
one's
the
even in the
ball.
back stick. Yeah, no,
Oh,
terrible.
just wide. Apparently caught a deflection. Referee talking to someone. Super chat from Lee saying Jesus has no confidence. Before his injury he played through those, but now he cries for everything. Just play football and let the referee blow his whistle.
Agreed.
Absolutely agreed. Come on then. Come
That's
on
a
then.
good corner.
No one at the back. Go on, hold him off. Hold him off.
Oh, that touch.
Running into trouble as well. Still alive. Yep.
Go on.
Go on. Get there, Jesus. Back across.
Oh.
Oh, that's good defending. Corner ball. Oh, he's giving it a goal.
Ref.
Let's make the substitution
Yeah,
now.
now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Come on. Come on.
Angus says if Arsenal sign Rice, they will be up there for sure. And
It's
William,
part of the puzzle, but I don't
yeah,
know
part
if,
of it, yeah. And they still need a couple
need a
more
lot
of it
more,
at the bare
in my
minimum.
opinion, yeah.
William says, man like Saeed in the chat. Wasn't man supporting Juventus like 2 days ago?
What Saeed is that? Saeed?
Yeah, Saeed.
Wagwan Saeed.
Don't worry, Saeed. I'm going to be in your live chat when you got the FA Cup final, my bro. So I'll see you
So
then.
he's made two substitutions. Tierney and
on.
Xhaka's off.
It's gone. And who else?
Should never have been in that role in the first place.
The young G's on the bench.
Kivio.
Kivio.
Kivio and Xhaka off, Tierney and Eddie on.
Probably like, Laurie, that was your lineup. So you should have started with that.
Yeah, I think so.
So what are we doing then? So Tierney
Tierney
obviously
just goes to left back, and then Eddie goes.
That's the.
He brings Partey and Jorginho in it, because remember Partey
Yeah.
was playing right back. Then that frees up a space.
Then
Carlos
when
looks
Jesus goes out wide, no,
serious.
Trossard goes number 8. I don't know what.
Oh,
he's-
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know- I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do. We'll see. We'll see in a sec. We'll try work it out. Let's see if it works.
I would have made a third substitution as well. I'd have had Smith Rowe on.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Or Vieira, but probably Smith Rowe more.
Yeah, because we're failing to create as well.
Yeah,
Who would you take off?
Jorginho.
Goal kick.
Why is the captain taking their goal kicks?
Throwing Forest. Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious what Forest are doing now. They're just
Yeah. They're trying to
conserving.
hold
innit?
on to
Yeah,
it.
they will. Yeah.
See
So
if they can take anything on. Not even a counter, really. Set pieces.
Yeah.
set pieces, hitting you on the break. That's it.
Cleared. Got Forest in possession. Jesus running it down.
Pressing.
So what formation are they going
I
to
was
do
just
with
about to say, I
Eddie?
think
It
they've
looks
gone to
like-
a 2.
Yeah, it looks
Eddie
like
was
it.
quite
Yeah.
close to him, but I don't know if that's just because he was chasing. But
Villa fans has made a right mess of this, my Gooner friends. We sure have.
yeah.
We sure have.
So what's his name? Trossard looks like he's in the. You have to wait till it sets off a bit.
It's hard to really.
Hard to read, yeah.
See,
So who's that on the left?
See
then?
Gabriel, they were saying, make the run, make the run. No one's making the
Gabriel's
run.
recovered well.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he did. Screaming at them. There
Yeah,
seemed
he's
to
saying,
be-
make the run. Don't just stand still. Give me an option.
Do you think we're just exhausted? I mean, we've been playing.
I think
No,
mentally they're
no.
just not on it today.
Young team and 1 game a week. I'm not having.
It's
Remember,
not. It's,
we had
you know
just
what?
the
It's
Prem
not
to
even a
focus on,
physical
yeah.
thing. I think it's more mental.
Yeah, I think it's more that mental aspect. Do you know what? It was from that game that we drew. I can't remember if it was Liverpool or West Ham.
Eddie?
When
No.
after the game,
Yeah,
like the
Trump.
players
Trump
dropped to
back.
their knees, and it was like, all right,
Southampton,
title race
yeah, they
is
were
over.
knackered. Yeah, the
And it was
3-3.
from then we haven't really had a spark. You know, it's like we just switched off from then.
2 Forest players down, milking it, taking time.
Calling
Don't
for
blame
the-
them. Yeah, calling for the fizz. Oh man.
This is what it is now. Last 25. What can we do?
Expect a lot of this because Forest know that A, they're wasting time, and B, they're killing the momentum.
Yeah.
Any momentum that we got.
by doing this sort of thing, you just slow it up. So even this is tactical, what we're seeing here from Forest. He's not that hurt, man. Come on.
No, of course he's not. But he's down.
Referee's trying to encourage him to get up, but are you going to add on time after? I mean, look, come on, bro. There's nothing wrong with you.
Man's doing high knees.
Yeah.
She's actually taking a mix.
Oh,
man. It all counts. Who's
Is
that
this
there?
guy the owner of
That's what I'm
Forest?
thinking. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Big guy, man.
Trust me.
You said that earlier, Laurie.
With the open shirt.
No,
and
but
man
he
watch.
is.
Just owner attire.
Notice I use the word big guy. You know what I mean? Another defender coming on for.
Lock it up.
Come on, Arsenal, man.
This game's been a jar. I can't even lie.
Oh man, what a drag.
I need a coffee.
But this is the kind of game that Forest want. They just want to like bore everyone to.
If it gets them the points, they won't
Yeah.
care.
This is exactly.
Oh! Slip up there.
Oh my God,
That's it.
I don't
Thank
want to.
God. Side net.
But you know what, right? Why did he not pass that? That's poor by Gibbs White.
I don't know. No one looked like they were darting in there. No
though.
one looked like they were darting in. Let me see. We'll see. That's
That's
poor from Ben White.
Look
Where?
up top. See
Oh
there?
yeah, but he's a bit late though. He's a bit far behind.
Yeah.
But surely that's better than trying to. He was never
Tried to go near post. Yeah.
Tried
Well,
it,
thank
yeah.
God he made that decision.
Yeah.
Try to make it out like he's gonna go far.
Well, yeah.
And
Try to do that Mbappe thing.
yeah. Trossard, let's do something now,
Go on
man.
then. Time.
I said, darling, don't cry. Yeah.
Even with the long balls, like they're bigger than us.
Yeah.
It's not really the best option.
Slow ball. Slow.
Oh, come on, guys.
No one shooting as well.
Speed it up, man. Have we had any shots on target this half?
Don't think
The one
so.
with from Saka, innit?
Go on, cross it now. He's got behind it.
Seeing his
Who's
first cross,
there?
yeah. Well done.
Oh,
Quicker,
Quicker.
quicker,
Guards on the edge.
quicker, man. Saka, get into the box. Got to win something. Oh, they've done well there.
Some of these men just pass it to Saka and
Yeah, and just hoping they don't. Yeah, they leave him. Just leave him there. It's frustrating, man.
Out wide on the right again with Partey this time, lays it off to Saka.
Look,
But no
yeah,
one,
nothing.
no one wants to do anything for him. Look,
He's having to do it all himself. He's having to do hero ball.
Partey cross in.
Great ball. Oh, Saka just missed it. Gone, Jorginho. Oh, it's closer than it.
Decent effort.
Yeah.
Forest player down again, holding his face.
Dragging it out. Oh my God.
There you go. Gibbs right.
Get out, man. There's nothing wrong with him.
No, it's definitely not one of them. They did collide with each other, but it was nothing.
Oh, ran into each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
alright. He's alright.
But it'll be added time though anyway. So
hopefully.
Right now it's looking like 3-4 minutes.
Oh, Vieira's coming on for Trossard.
Trossard,
Vieira
about time.
on for
Trossard's
Okay.
been disappointing. I
So
have to
3
say.
subs before the 70th minute. That must be a record for Arteta.
Poor game for
Yeah,
Trossard.
very poor.
Probably poorest.
Yeah, it's not been his best game by a long way, and he knows
even
it.
against his
He
old
looks
team, he wasn't
frustrated.
great though either. Really. Was he no?
Come on,
Yeah,
Vieira.
he
Best
wasn't
thing he
that
done was
good.
for them.
Yeah. Come on then, Vieira, bro. I'll create something.
Oh, come on, man. Nah, what's going on here?
They got
He's
ambulance
claiming it's a
crew.
head injury, I guess.
Yeah, maybe he's winded or something, I don't know.
So if it's a head injury, then
gotta
there should
come
be a
off.
concussion substitute. Then I bet he ain't going to want to come off for that, is he?
So that means we get an extra sub, don't we?
I don't even know how it works.
But he ain't
'cause I've
gonna
never
wanna
seen it
come
in
off.
action. Is that
I
how?
think that's
is
what
that how
someone
normally?
said.
Is that the rule?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know that, but that's what someone said. If
What,
you
the
get a
concussion
concussed sub,
substitute?
then the opposition gets
Oh, I
an
think they
extra
give
sub.
Oh, get an extra sub, yeah.
Mm.
Lee with a super chat says, as much as it pains me to say it, this is Arsenal. Every season, end, we taper off, or completely capitulate. We need Arteta to get this out of the DNA of the club. You know what it is? It's that, trust me, I'm not happy with this performance. We should be doing better. We should be beating a side like Forest. But I'm at that stage now where we've already fucked it. I don't really care. I'm more worried about what we're doing behind the scenes right at this moment than I am what we're doing on the pitch.
Right.
Do you think we'll get business done early?
Well, we have to. Arteta seems quite adamant on
And you know the funny thing about this as well is that if it stays like this, no.
Oh, that's a great shot. Unlucky.
If it stays like this and we lose, then that's City win the title.
Yeah. Guard of honour from Chelsea. Pain.
Come on, Arsenal, man. We've got 20 minutes.
Who was that?
I don't even know.
Dragged it. Coming up to 72. Forest are making a sub. Probably going to be about 4 or 5 minutes added on come the end of this. Who's coming up? Danilo.
So
He looks like he's struggling.
he probably done his.
Yeah, but previously when he went down, he was holding his face. Now he's going off limping. So what was it?
The one that went down just now was Gibbs White.
Gibbs White,
okay.
yeah. He's
Was
been
it
limping,
Gibbs
to be
White?
fair, from the start.
But I bet you Gibbs White didn't come off, did he?
No, he was there.
That's what I'm saying.
Hugging up Danilo.
I told you, there's nothing wrong with Gibbs White, man. He saw that as an opportunity to waste some time. I guess you can hardly blame him.
No,
really.
definitely not. We would do the same thing. You have to do
Especially if your Premiership survival depended on it.
Yeah, of course.
Because like I said, if they win this game, it's more likely they're going to stay up. It's disappointing, man.
Still time, boys. You've got to do something.
There is. Vieira, that's a good
with
ball.
Good ball in behind.
Cross in.
That's what he does.
Nice.
Jesus. Haven't seen him for ages.
Another cross in, hopefully.
Had to go back out.
Reset. Vieira on the ball. We've seen a lot of that. James just said, like, well, why are you telling him where to move for?
Come on then.
Get the ball in the box.
Side to side, but that suits Nottingham.
Yeah, it does, man.
They can just shuffle across as a bank of 8.
Oh, that's good.
Good in behind.
Go on.
Just playing around the box.
It's too predictable.
Yeah,
I've seen that like 7
Every
times.
time to the back stick, and he wins it every time.
Saka, Odegaard, cross in, back post, headed that, reset.
Go, come on, play.
Quick free kick taken. On the right hand side as always.
Great ball.
Nice.
Eddie's come back out. Again, Forest
We
just
ain't got
camping.
no-
Yeah, there's nothing to.
Should we congratulate Forest so far anyway on their defending, or have we
I
been
think you
that
have to give
bad?
them credit for the setup. Yeah,
Because I must admit, they do keep their shape well.
but we've got to have solutions to this stuff. We're
Yeah.
Arsenal. We have to have solutions. This is not the first team that's going to play like this.
Look, see that?
It'll be the last. Look, and now
That's
it's
very
getting-
clever by
Yeah,
look.
look,
And
now
look,
we're
look, there
getting
it is.
sucked in. Look, they're rounding up the crowd. Come on, boys.
15
It's
to
very
go.
tight.
Come on, man. Teeny, what?
Masood with a super chat says, fun fact, Ole finished with more points than Arsenal will in their most
I
successful
wish
season.
people would stop saying stuff like that. It's just
No,
so
fact
ridiculous.
check that. That ain't true.
That can't be true.
That ain't true.
That sounds mad. 80 what? So we're about, what are we on now? 84, 85?
Yeah,
they're trying to say Ole finished
didn't-
with more than that.
didn't touch 80.
James is going to have to let us know on information station, but
74 finished second.
Exactly.
74 points when United finished second. Masood,
man.
check your own facts
Check your
before
facts.
you send a super chat in, my guy.
Uh-huh.
Arsenal finished 5th with 75, the year Wenger fell out.
All right, there we go. Didn't even touch that.
Ambassador says, Arsenal are actually shocking. I don't know how you guys can sit there watching calmly. Terrible club and plastic fans. Man said plastic fans.
Plastic fans, you know.
You know who you're
Terrible
talking
club.
to.
All right, mate.
Arsenal are far from plastic, my guy. Far from it.
Who sent that?
This game is
I
frustrating.
don't know what his name was.
What fan is it? Who's he
I
support?
don't know. He ain't got a DP there. He ain't got
Them
nothing.
weirdos there. No DP, but talking about.
You got to give Forest some credit, I guess,
Yeah,
for the
have to.
game plan and the way
Have
they're
to.
defending.
Yeah.
Because they have made it difficult, there's no doubt about it.
Oh man.
Once they went that goal up, man, they...
If they score a second now, it's done. It's done.
100%. Because we are not creating
No,
anything.
we're not showing any signs.
Oh,
It's a good delivery to
that was a good
Still
delivery.
alive. Oh, it's offside. Push. I think I can see Kelechi there at the back.
But you lot spot these lot quick, right?
To be fair, though, if you see Kelechi in the crowd, it'll be easy to spot
stands
him.
out.
He does, he will stand out in the crowd.
You probably spot his feathers before you spot
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
No lie, no lie.
What, is he there like that?
Guy's got the hat on. Some
Oh,
feathers on, yeah.
Back on the ball again. 3 players round him again.
Yeah. Same old story.
Reset again. Nibby says, guys, as a City fan, you should be proud of the season. You guys were excellent and deserve to be where you're at. Best of luck for next season.
No, you sound like Pep. I'm not hearing that. So.
He
You
doesn't
know how Pep
sound
does
like
the
Pep.
thing in the press conference.
It
Yeah,
did come
they're the
across
best.
as slightly
He loves doing that.
patronising.
Of course it is. He's not stupid. He tried to say, "Oh, we've achieved the biggest trophy, Champions League, blah blah blah."
Look at that.
Forest come out with it. 77 on the clock.
Gone long, got to win it. Gabriel hasn't won it, nearly got turned.
That's a good foul to
That's
give
a
away
foul.
there, because he was in.
Look.
what are you saying, Mum?
Heating it up now, Gabriel, yellow
Why are
card.
you giving him
Hey,
yellow
why-
cards? And Gabriel,
Says-
don't even allow Aurier to push you. Are you mad? Go to
No,
him.
Aurier pushed him in the back.
Yeah, go to him.
And do what?
Don't
Get sent
allow.
off.
Not at least. Man can't have. No, I'm sorry, Laurie, but I'm not having it.
Gabriel
It's
told him
Grealish
what-
grabbed Partey the other day.
Yeah, it's true.
And what
Trying to
you
get him
man
gripped.
No, but
doing?
you know Gabriel is about
Yeah,
that.
Gabriel's
like.
a hothead.
He is
though.
about that.
He's a
like.
hothead.
Well, you can see the
Centre back,
frustration. Like I'm not
To me, that's a good foul to give away. Look, he
should
does the
never-
right thing there because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
away.
yeah.
He should never be spun there. It's not.
No, but if he lets him get away there, that's it.
But why is I'm trying to figure
Watch
out.
Aurier
why
now
has
come push
Gabriel
him in the
got
back.
Yellow, though?
Aurier comes to push him in
Yeah,
the
how can he
back.
get a
Why has
yellow for
Gabriel
that?
got the yellow? I don't understand.
See Aurier there?
Yeah.
It's a little coward move.
Yeah, he pushed him in the back.
Yeah.
But
But it's Gibbs White that stepped
go
up.
put
to
it on him at least.
That's not a yellow card, though. I don't understand.
No, it is a yellow card, but you know
Why?
what? He did the right thing because if he doesn't, trust
then
me,
they're
Gibbs
through,
White
yeah.
is in.
Oh, okay, Gibbs White's got one as well. Good.
Oh, so it's probably.
But what that does is run down the
Two
clock
more
more.
subs for them.
You know that?
That
That's
guy's-
more running down the
Yeah, of
clock.
course it is.
Yeah. I will need a goal scorer coming off. As
Look
the
at
young
this.
Players go. Gibbs White just running free.
Oh, that's the goal.
What minute was that even in? It seems like a year ago now.
Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't even check the minute.
God.
It was within the first 20. That's for
Something
sure.
like
It
that.
was at the first time.
Brennan Johnson, who's actually their top goal scorer. He's got a few goals.
Yeah, I'm
there.
surprised he got dropped.
Yeah, it's just he's just kind of falling out of favour, but he's a good player.
Willie Bolly, formerly of Wolves.
Where is he coming on?
Yeah, they're both on now.
So you know
Wait,
what?
did I know he was at Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, he's one of them, man. Remember at the start of the season, they brought in about 20 players. He was
Yeah,
one
they
of them.
he's about 24.
Come on.
Got nothing. Aurier's here,
Oh.
chipping it over, man,
Oh.
knocking it round, man.
Deal with him.
But he can't cross.
Not being funny, right? But did you see the way Aurier bust the gut
Yeah,
to get that?
just-
We haven't showed that, you know.
But that's what you said, though, Laurie.
We
about
have not showed
little
that. Look at that
extra
as well.
Mental sense to want to do it.
We have not showed that level of intensity.
Yeah.
You see the way
and
he
we're
did
getting
that,
round
though?
it.
He
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just-
Yeah.
He just basically said, I'm going to win that ball.
I don't know why we keep responding to stuff, though. This is what just feeds into what they want. Celebrating throw-ins, riling up the fans.
Who's going to take the throw?
Who else?
Me.
Yeah. You get to a point in a football match, though, where you know the referee's not going to give nothing. So there's no point.
Look at that.
Mad.
He launched that, bro. Referee got in the way.
Oh, really? He's going to stop the count?
Ref,
Yeah.
it was already going that
He's got to stop it because it come off the ref.
Victor says these performances show the frailties, management and mentality, and it can affect recruitment. Why join a side that can't stand up when it counts? Well, then you're only joining City then. That's your only fucking option if we're talking about who stands up the tallest come the end of the season, because over the last 6, Liverpool have won it once and City have won it 5 times.
Mad.
Oh, poor.
Arsenal, woeful.
That was.
Stop, start.
Free kick,
Right.
Nottingham Forest.
And holding their
Guys
leg,
down.
stretching it.
Oh, look, here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is painful, man.
Saka got the ball as well.
He's come over the top though. It's clumsy.
Yeah, but come on, man. He's not that hurt. Look.
He tried to half complain, then realised I'm standing up. Oh my god.
Less than 10 minutes to go.
Boy.
Not included. I wonder how much time the ref's going to add on.
Let's guess now.
It's got to be at
Let's say
least 6.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm going to say 7.
7. Turkish.
I don't give a shit.
It doesn't matter, does it? It's one of them games where we could play 20 extra.
Yeah, we ain't
Don't
getting
look like
that.
we're scoring.
Yep.
Have we had a shot on target
That's what
in
I'm
this
trying to
half?
think.
Saka.
I think Saka, but I don't even count that
Yeah,
because
that
it was
was
like a
basic
side shot.
Yeah, it wasn't really a...
Come on, man.
God,
You don't look like the same Arsenal at the beginning of the season.
we ain't looked like that for Arsenal for a minute.
I know.
Ozan Kabak with the super chat. Turkish, are you a pizza guy? If you are, then you have to try a slice at Scar's Pizza, located in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York. I'll note that down, my guy. I'll note that down. In New York next month and the month after that for Arsenal. Ricky says, Turkish, what about playing for pride? Finishing strongly for next season. This giving up choking trait is part of the weak mentality that's plaguing us. I haven't said that we shouldn't try and finish the season strong. I've just said I don't give a shit. Because it just feels like we're playing for nothing, and it looks like they're playing for nothing out there as well. I'm not saying that's right. They should still be playing for the wages they get,
Oh, well.
but they're not.
Oh my God,
What?
he's given a goal kick, I think.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
a-
That
look,
was
look,
our
look.
ball, mate.
Wow, wow. Eddie's in the crowd looking how he always looks. He better get on the phone tonight.
That guy will light up the barbecue first.
Arteta looks
Peed
just
off.
disappointed. But like someone said earlier, he can go straight to the board.
You know what the talk is going to be after this game, innit? You're going to go back to this thing with the dog business, innit?
Oh, what win?
Yeah.
Touch of Awesome says
gonna
the
get
dog didn't
trolled.
work. They
Yeah.
look more stressed, if anything. Who's leaking that the fucking Arteta's got a dog, though? What kind of news is that?
To be fair, he confirmed
Like, what
it,
kind
though.
of fucking news? Yeah, but why?
Yeah,
Why?
it's mad.
Who the fuck cares who's got a dog or a cat? Or like, who the fuck gives a shit?
You guys got any pets?
No.
I do agree with Turkish, though. I thought that was utterly cringy, man, that dog business.
And it says, looks like Matisse's team Chelsea will have to give the guard of honour. Yeah, City will win the league today without even playing a...
Game, not even kicking
That's-
the ball. That's a good
football.
cross.
That's what I didn't want.
Yeah, look, here we go, look.
Yeah.
Elias says, Turkish, will AFTV attend Barcelona Arsenal in July? We will. I'll definitely be there. So yeah, link up.
Gosh.
Oh, wow. Had it written all over it, though, man.
I don't know why he's looking like
I
that.
was just about
Yeah,
to say
word.
that. Why
You're
are
an
you so
Arsenal fan. You
stressed
might be an
out?
Arsenal fan in Nottingham colours.
probably.
Like,
Because we're not threatening. I expected to be some backlash this half, man. We haven't seen it. Look,
see
look at,
nothing. Get one of the young G's on, man. Game's done. Get one of the young G's on. Look, we're buying into
Look, how
fights.
are they
Look,
just
it's just
kicking
dumb.
us up
It's
like
young.
this?
It's young.
Who is that?
Get up, man.
Who is that? Jorginho?
Jorginho.
Young. Look at the way he just looked like he got bullied there.
Vieira.
Oh, look. Get up, man. Shut up.
Wait, did Odegaard just grab his neck?
Try to grab the ball.
Gabriel's saying, hurry up and get up.
Oh man,
Gabriel's saying, come on, man.
wasting our own time anyway. Pain.
Lee says I've deeped it. The Kardashian curse explains it.
Ever since
Has
she
it been
pulled up.
since then?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, can't really put it down to that, can you? Because we won games after it.
Oh, 85 on the clock, 5 to go. Probably 5 added on at the moment. So we're looking at.
I think
10
it's got to be
minutes.
more than that.
Those can't
Sure.
wait for it to
Probably
be over.
probably more than
at this
that.
rate.
But yeah, I'm with you. Like,
Bro, just
don't look like
Just
we're
looking
gonna
for a
score goal,
moment.
so.
See that? Why are we going back?
this is just Brighton part 2, man. I don't have any confidence that even the last home game is going to be.
Yeah, it
anything
should
to
be going
write home
forward with the ball.
Oh, we'll probably go.
Look. Oh,
about.
Yeah, we'll probably go. Arsenal 5-1 or something.
Look at the intensity from Forest.
forward! Ah.
So slow as well.
Look, watch him.
Come on then. Yep. Again. Pen!
Oh,
pen!
ref!
Has to be
Penalty.
Oh, ref's taking the
And the
mick,
referee's
man.
right
that
there.
has to be a pen.
To be
Come
fair,
on.
Saka didn't appeal for it, you know.
Yeah,
He didn't
look
appeal.
at
Check it then. He's got to check it.
Is he gonna
He's got to do something.
I didn't even see.
Nah, man.
Why is
He's
Steve
done it.
Cooper
Has he said
going
on
mad?
review? I think he's done a review.
Good.
Has he, man?
They have to
Are they
check.
checking
They have
that.
to check
I don't
that.
know.
How could-
They haven't-
No, but you know what? When he went down, I didn't see him
Yeah,
even
but he's
appeal
got
for
to
the
check that
penalty.
though.
No, but that's often telling. That means that
Oh,
they.
come on, man. God.
Ball in, headed out.
Xhaka's won it. I know it's Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Somebody have a shot for fuck's
Drive it.
sake.
Oh, wow. Sums up the game. Man slipped in the box.
Bloody waste.
Wow.
That sums up
Yeah,
his
just get the
afternoon.
season done, man. Let's get the season done. Just end it today.
To be fair though, since Eddie's
Well, it
come
is
on, I've
ending
not seen
today.
Eddie have a touch. Have you?
Yeah, for real. So I made that.
I've
little
not even seen him touch the ball. Although, was that him who did the run?
Yeah, with Jesus.
No, that went down for the penalty.
Boy.
No,
Was that him?
no, but that's just,
Might have been actually.
I think
What,
it
that
was.
went
You
down for the
know.
pen? I thought it was
but-
Saka.
You sure? No, Saka's on the other flank.
Yeah, but he came across. I thought he came across with the ball.
They haven't even shown it again.
Yeah, they haven't shown it again.
Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty.
Ridiculous. It looked like a trip, at least.
Looked like he fell over to me.
Maybe he did, I don't know.
Mayor CBN says there is a big difference between losing the title to City and giving them the title. Big season, but sad ending.
Very sad.
Completely agree. This is the definition of giving it to them. They haven't played a minute and they're going to win the Premier League title because of back-to-back
Yeah, you can't
losses.
argue with that. You know,
Losses.
can't
Home
argue
and
with that.
away, doesn't really matter. It's not good enough.
come on, guys, man.
It's not.
How are we going to end the season like this?
We're still struggling to
old
create
thing, same
anything.
old
Look,
thing.
out to the right.
3 people, back into the middle. Nope. He's gonna. Oh,
ref.
no. Ref has been on their side today. Let's just be honest.
So, even the ref's saying, "Get up, man." But why did Saka stop there?
But ref, man, you've got to be better than that.
Very soft foul.
Look at him high-fiving
Yeah,
that.
look, they know.
Horrible attack the last 2 games without Martinelli, says Leo.
That's a good point. 1 minute of normal time left. And then however much longer I added on for this torture.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like, man. Look, what's that?
Wait,
It's
did
like
he
his lucky
just-
picture or something. He looks like he's kissing something.
Did he kiss it?
Yeah,
Across
he's
his lips?
rubbing it, kissing it, I don't know.
Must be some kind of good luck.
Yeah, awful. Here we go. Look, they're running for it.
Look at that energy
Look,
that he's. Oh,
big 3-man chops in.
Oh my
Unlucky.
Good
If he just
save.
gets a corner on that, that's a goal.
look at the energy that he's showing there. Look at that.
power, boy.
Look,
and
he's
won
run.
the
Oh
ball
my
back.
God!
Look at him. My God.
You see,
What you said, I'm telling you, Laurie, it makes a difference. I was saying
It
about
does.
the mentality thing. Look at that. He's beat like 3 players.
Look.
Two more here, why not?
look
Yeah,
at that.
Look, chops
Odegaard
in.
just stood there
Then
and
he
watched him
runs
run
back
past
and
him.
wins the ball.
7 minutes.
I've got
Look
it
at-
right, guys.
Yeah.
I said 7.
Bang on. Well,
I also predicted 2-1. Can we get 2 goals?
yeah, listen. Dude.
Tierney.
Oh, that went out.
God.
It didn't go out, but the Lionel's given it.
It did go out.
The whole ball, I don't think went
Oh,
out.
no, not the whole ball.
William says, if only City had this amount of, quote, supporters like I'm seeing in this chat when they were playing Championship ball in 01. And LV says, this hurts. I wanted us to get 90 points. Now this looks like we bottled it. All the coverage will be about City winning because we lost. Sad.
Sad.
And Ada says, we need a new striker. Jesus is not the answer. Jesus should be one of the options.
That's the problem. Like we were saying, just a plan A thing, man. Should be one of the options, but we got no others.
Embarrassing. Arsenal not even going to make City work for this.
That's the
Oh, there we go.
Somehow, get there. Oh, if he tackled him there, that's it.
That's good.
Don't slip. Just,
Get the cross in. Shoot!
oh, God.
Bang.
Yeah. No, they've all recovered now. All recovered now. Too long. Go on.
Fight for that ball.
Yeah, he was just jogging. Look, they've got one on the break.
Go on, turn him in.
Ben White.
Oh, look.
You're our only good player, Ben White.
I don't even know about that.
Is that minus Saka? Oh my gosh.
Xhaka was more first half though, to be fair. Oh man, 7 minutes.
My eyes are
With the
actually
7 to
sore.
go.
Come on, boys. At least a shot on target, man. Clutching at straws now.
When's someone going to have a shot? Keep passing around.
Interesting ball. Nobody there. Straight to the keeper's hands. Painful, man. Painful.
Two and a half played of the 7 minutes added on. Still 1-0 Forest. And still looks very unlikely Arsenal will even create a chance in the next 4, let alone score a goal.
This is probably more justifiable of the fans leaving early than last week because this has been poor, man.
I still won't leave early.
No, but I mean, to be fair to the away fans, they look like they've stayed with the team.
Yeah.
Dylan says, we have one shot on goal in this half. We need a striker. This is why Pep sold Jesus and Zinchenko. One can't score and one is always injured. Ricky says, the worst part is Gary Neville's right again. City win by 10 points.
Oh, God. Just everything. Just everything.
The words damp squib come to mind.
Yep.
I'm tired of hearing Gary Neville's name as well, man.
Yeah, well.
And I blame the sensitive Arsenal fans for that again. I'm sorry. Like, why does everyone have to reply to everything everyone's saying about the club? Why can't you just let people talk if they want to talk? Who gives a fuck if Gary Neville didn't think we're going to win the title? Who cares what Gary Neville thinks about it? The fact that Arsenal fans entertained it so much throughout the season makes it a bigger fucking thing at the end of the season when, guess what? He's been proven right. Stop fucking engaging with these people. Just rattled all the time. All of these fans are rattled all the time.
That's frustrating.
Doesn't make you any more a supporter if you reply to Gary Neville's tweet.
Yeah, I agree.
They're sensitive fans in this fan base. I don't get it.
Can we at least have a shot on goal? Oh my, he's passing back with 95 minutes on the clock.
Come on then. Give us something. There we go. A shot. Okay.
Wow, we've got a shot on goal.
Wow. Wasn't on
It's
target.
just too little,
Look.
too late.
How did he not hit the target?
Arteta's
was doing
there
that
kicking
from
stones on the floor.
Oh, God.
I don't know which one's worse, this or the Brighton one.
I think this is worse. This is 100% worse.
In the Brighton game, didn't we just look a bit more? We had a bit more.
We was at
empathy.
home, innit? We had a little bit
Yeah.
more energy.
But regardless,
second
it's two
half.
But it's still
back-to-back poor
back-to-back
performances.
losses.
Yeah, it's just not good
And
enough.
2 lifeless performances.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's get this done, man. Just get this done.
End of the misery today. Russell says not only did we bottle the league, which we absolutely did, we've also gifted the league to City without them even needing to play.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, man.
Should have put.
Oh God.
But these men don't know like what to do right now. All game telling each other to run there, come there. We haven't really created a big goal scoring opportunity.
Come on, man. Quicker. Nah.
It's not sticking, man.
Nah.
Was that Eddie?
Nah,
Jesus. Something, man. We've done enough passing around the outside. Come on.
Yeah, but I said
Take
this in
someone on.
Forest are happy for it. You see what we're doing here? Forest are happy for that.
Yeah.
That's not hurting them when you do that.
Perfect for them. They just need to shuffle across and they're good.
Oh, that's nasty. Come on,
Kick
ref.
is giving advantage, but we're not going to do nothing with it though, so we might as well have taken that. Go on then. Oh, he could have gone in.
Cross it.
Back stick. Anyone there? No.
Watch him stay down. Look at
That's
this.
all we got, a back post cross.
Yeah,
Like,
with no one there though. I don't understand it.
oh,
It's not making
What are we doing?
sense.
just blow the whistle
Blow the
now, ref.
whistle,
No one's going to
honestly.
give a
Blow
shit.
the whistle.
About 10 seconds. Just blow
Yeah,
it.
and now he's doing the whole hurt.
Just
The referee
bro,
should
do you know
stop.
what time it is, bro? Stop calling them over.
He should have been
again.
booking man. No, but you know what? If he was booking man for this,
You know,
there's
no
nothing
one was
wrong
near
with
him.
him.
No one was near him. So what is he?
He was
hurt by?
nothing wrong with him, bro.
No player even went
He's
in for the
feigning
challenge.
injury. It's as simple as that. I don't
No
care.
player
who-
even went in for the challenge. Hey, flip it down, man. Wow, Arsenal. This is how you guys want to go out. Cool.
Ref, can you just blow the whistle while he's down injured?
honestly.
Because it doesn't really matter.
Can't add it on.
Just
Can't
give
do
them
anything.
the jubilation, let them celebrate it.
But the referee went over as if to say, get up. And then he changed his mind and called for the medical team to come on.
What I'm trying to understand is what could it be? No one was near him.
Nothing's wrong with him, man.
Wait, they're bringing on another keeper.
Even, do you believe that?
They are violating.
to laugh.
He's getting his appearance bonus.
And what, they're only going to add on 30 seconds for this as well.
No,
so.
I don't think they'll even add it.
It happened with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Wow.
Bro. There's nothing wrong
Watch him
with
be
it.
jumping in the changing room celebrating. Sub goalkeeper. I ain't seen that.
Football's
one.
got to
That's a
do
new
something
one.
about this, surely. I mean, this.
They can't though. You can't really.
You can't, I know. When man's feigning injury like this, it's just. And I don't know why they're doing it, because it's not like we're going to score
You're
anyway.
not gonna score. Yeah, you would have to be worried, boys. It's alright, man. Sub goalkeeper's crazy though. I ain't seen that one before. In the last 10 seconds. Oh,
He's just kicked this out.
yeah.
He'll just
done.
kick it into touch.
It's done. Look, he's gonna blow it. Yeah.
Look,
there you go.
see?
Done. Game over.
So what did he add on then for that
Arsenal lost.
substitution?
No, you don't. You don't. You can't add it on.
There you go.
Right, no, but it's a substitution.
Bang
It's
on.
supposed to add on
As soon as
30
the whistle
seconds.
goes, top left-hand corner, champions,
City
Man
have
City.
won.
City. Wow.
And no, but they're up now.
So City have now won the league. They can.
So
bake
now
up
that's a double
for the
whammy. We've
Champions
kept
League.
Forest up and we've
Yeah.
let City win the title.
Arsenal love helping teams. Can't score. Come to Arsenal. Need
We
points.
help everybody but ourselves.
Exactly.
Officially safe, Nottingham Forest.
Forest safe.
I didn't
City
think it was
champions.
official.
No,
but
this is so annoying.
That's a
apparently it's
madness.
official.
Man
No.
City are champions.
Well done to Forest, is all I've really got to say about that.
Third consecutive league title for Pep.
Although you have got to give Forest their flowers and say
Yeah, of course,
they
but-
got their tactics right. We were poor
They
today.
earned
man.
it.
We didn't even push them. Didn't even look like scoring. Did we look like scoring?
No.
No, not at all.
That's why I
that's
don't care that you didn't add on 30 seconds.
Could have
of
played
that.
for another half an hour. Still nothing.
Man of the match?
That man here.
Won me. Right.
He won you. He scored the goal. He gave us a lot of problems up front. Gibbs White had a good game as well.
I think Gibbs White was.
I'm struggling to pick out an Arsenal player. I mean, Saka in the first half had a good first half.
He wasn't that good.
Wasn't that
No,
good.
but
It's just the best
in
of the best
comparison to the rest of
team.
them.
Yeah, but that's still not.
But in
good,
the second half, no one played well. No one played well.
Mash says, how the fuck are we going to compete with City with this mentality?
It's a good question.
They secure it at home. Scenes, man. It was written. Should have known that.
We've had a mentality shift because it weren't like this, you know, throughout the whole season. I think it's more just perhaps being tired or something.
Why is Lingard on there? His contribution to Forest this season has been absolute
He's
zero.
been on Twitch chilling, playing games, bruv.
Miles says, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Saliba and Ramsdale, rest of the team are replaceable. I ain't trying to hear no transitions anymore, no rebuilds anymore. I'm fucking tired of all that.
No, that.
Been rebuilding for 20 fucking years.
You've got to give Forest credit though, because at the start of the season, everyone pretty much had them to go straight back down. They signed all those players, and remember, I think the manager came under a lot of pressure. And to be fair to the board, they stuck with him, and now look, he's kept them up.
He's the one that got him up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Steve Cooper.
There's a lot of talk of him sacking him. Then they were saying that even if they keep him, they should bring in somebody to help him. And look. Is that a fan run on the pitch?
No, I wanted the medical team, I think.
Let's wrap it up, man, because I don't really want to see Forest celebrating and I ain't got really nothing to say about it. Anyone want a final thought, Shah?
I'm just annoyed that was just a draining performance.
Final thoughts, Laurie?
Back-to-back defeats. Struggling to come up with phrases to describe it. But what I would say is very disappointing, man. I mean, I didn't think we could get much worse than last week. Today, arguably, we were. I think what makes last week worse was the fact that we got smoked at home. But even so, today, we just didn't look like scoring. Side-to-side passing, no penetration, lacked intensity. To be fair, the manager did try and make some substitutions, so I can't even blame him too much. We just, it was just flat, man.
Flat.
It was just flat. A lot of people in the comments questioning the mentality of the team. I've got to say they're right to do so. Because we all knew what it was when this game started. We all said it. It's not like you've got to be Nostradamus to work this out. Forest needed a win to stay up. So you know that these men, they're going to fight for everything. So in order to beat a team like that, you've got to earn the right to play. You've got to match their intensity and you've got to, you know what I mean, go for it yourselves. And we didn't. We were passive in our passing, lacked aggression all over in all areas of the pitch, and we deserve to get beat.
Debut, Alex, final thoughts?
Well, they've ruined it, so thanks for that, Arsenal. But just disappointing, massive letdown. Just lifeless, limp, dead food, awful. Nothing more I can say.
There you go. People, we'll get our fan cams done now. Robbie and Cecil at the ground. They'll get the fan cams done over there. So plenty of opinions and thoughts after that horror show. Yeah, bottle job, whatever you want to call it. It is that. Don't really give a shit. Season's done. We finished second. City are champions. Forest are safe. Big up NordVPN. AFTV is the code. Link in the description. Love for the love. Peace.
Wow, Lee, you're levitating.
NordVPN has made me one with the universe, Cecil. No more pop-ups, no malware, and I'm saving money exploring international prices. Also, all my devices are protected by next-generation encryption.
So you found peace?
Yes, Cecil. Just change your location in the app and transcend space and time.
Wow, I feel invincible.
Tell the nice people what to do.
Click the link, people. Click the link.